Whew. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What is going on, brothers? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic. Before I carry on any further, please press a 1 in the chat if my audio is clear, crisp, and concise. So who's in the building? If you can press a 1 for me and let me know that I'm good, and I'll carry on. How's my audio? How is my audio? Mike Lawrence, thanks for confirming, bro. Much appreciation. Can I get some more ones just to make sure that I'm good across the board and there's no issues? Paul, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you good, man.
Awesome. Bok, DJ Tipsy, thank you both for confirming. Let's get straight into it, brothers. So, brothers, welcome again to another classic. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. I welcome aboard the new people to the Passport Bros movement. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in, brothers, please like the video. Likes are extremely important. Tonight, please support me by hitting the super chats, hitting the PayPal, copy the merch, and of course, join the Patreon too. And even after the streams, you have the ability to support me on the PayPal as well. So let's get into it. So, brothers, tonight we have a very special guest here called Mr. Pooh, who will be breaking down the topic of Taiwanese women in Taiwan. But before we go into that, brother, Mr. Pooh, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I'm blessed, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. I've been waiting on this for the past 2 weeks, bro. I'm super
Been a minute.
excited.
Been a minute. Yeah.
It's been a minute, man. We got the brother out there in from North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yep, that's right.
awesome. The days of Big Brother, no, Little Brother, sorry, Little Brother, the rap group, long time ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Greensboro, huh?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Let's go. So, Pooh, do you mind giving us a brief intro about yourself, who you are, and anything special about you, bro?
Yeah, man. I guess I had no clue I was a passport, bro. I was in the military, enjoying my life. I got to travel around the world, and I got the bug just to travel more and to get away from the states. With a lot of insight from my father. Even my mother, she was military. Also, my grandfather was military. I was born on an army base. Went to Ireland, Germany, Korea, of course. Stationed out in Okinawa, Japan. Got to visit mainland Japan a lot, and I got to see the world. So, I just kept an interest in what else was out there in multiple cultures and learning about them. I majored in Asian studies. Got my certificate in Korean studies. I was just really into it. Got a Korean wife, two little half Korean kids. So I'm living it. I'm living my example, and life's good, man. So I'm just working on my career, and I got a couple of weeks until I'm out of here. I'm still working on my. I got this the last step on my my security clearance to go back to South Korea and leave America forever.
Oh, wow. Amazing, bro. Congratulations for breaking out the matrix. I want to give you a personal congrats there. Well done, bro. Well done. Going home to his beautiful Korean wife. That's the life right there, brothers. That is the life.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get it cracking, man. So Taiwan, brother.
Yes.
A very interesting topic. Taiwan, that's a small island next to Hong Kong, if I'm not mistaken, brother.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. It's I think it's next to Hong Kong. It was a few hours away from Okinawa, where I was stationed. It was my first ticket that I bought away from Okinawa, and the ticket was only $80 at the time for the weekend. Yeah.
Wow. So let's get straight into it, brother. So I'm guessing you were in Taipei most of the time, right?
Yeah. Flight right to Taipei.
Awesome, bro. So are Taiwanese women checking heavy for brothers, brother? If so, tell us why.
Let's see here. That is a definite yes, like the rest of Asia is. And I mean, I think, by this time, everyone knows it comes with, certain rules. There's an Asian culture that they're really into their Confucianism. So it's about respect, but yeah, they definitely have respect for brothers. They like brothers out there. The dating scene is high pace. They're getting really into their applications as far as dating. They're still very traditional, but yeah, everywhere I went, I saw expats with with pretty Taiwanese women on their arm.
Wow. And expats also meaning you saw black men brothers with Taiwanese women that were pretty on their arm.
Oh yeah. Men of the chocolate variety like us, yes. Definitely having pretty little Taiwanese women on their arms, dating, having a good time, seeing the sights, and smiles as usual overseas, especially in Asia. Big smiles on the face. You see all their pearly white teeth, and just really having a good time. We pass each other. We give each other that look like, hey, I see you out here. Good looking brother for thinking, we appreciate each other, making it out. And yeah, so yeah, they check for us. It's the same. I wouldn't say stereotypes, but they view us as strong. They view us as funny, lighthearted. Like a lot like they are. They don't take themselves too seriously when it comes to their humor. And yeah, it's a good time out there in Taipei.
Has this always been like this? Because I'll be real with you, brother, right? I've always considered Taiwanese women to be Chinese. I'm guessing they are ethnically Chinese, right?
Yeah, you're not
So,
lying. Yeah, definitely not.
so,
They speak
so,
Mandarin.
so obviously, right? We know the way Chinese women treat black men ain't too good. I just feel like they just have dislike us, they hate us in some sort of way. So I'm thinking, okay, Taiwanese women must be like Chinese women, but it appears to me that it's the complete opposite. Don't you find that strange? Why is that, bro? That's just incredible.
And it's like there's well, you had your good time in Japan, right? And Japan
Yes.
has Okinawa. So to me, the way I see it is like it's that island, more of it's a cooler type of chick than the mainland. To me, I look at Taiwan as almost like Okinawa to Japan, although it's really not. But I used to watch the girls sit on the side, watch the girls surf. Yeah, everyone has all these cultures. They have their anti-black ideology, whether it's the skin color. That's something we're just going to have to move around. There's anti-blackness everywhere, even in our culture, especially the anti-black man. But you can move and shake however you want. It's something that doesn't need to be a distraction. You are free to date whoever you want as long as you got the money in your pockets and the means, and you are respectful and you have the drive. They have no problem with you. Now, getting past the parents, that's a whole new story. That's a whole new deal. But as far as dating and having your fun, brother, please go.
This is crazy, brother. So let me ask this, brother, right? So you're telling me, right, if a brother is likes Chinese women, if he is attracted to Chinese women, forget about going to China, go to Taiwan to get your Chinese ethnic woman. They will treat you very well. Is that the message you want to send out to brothers? Pooh?
Yeah, I definitely. Because I'll be honest, like I've been all around Asia. Chinese women, they're just not they're not my vibe. I've I've talked about Chinese before. I've seen them vacation. I see them tour. They sure can tear some stuff up. And then they definitely don't like us. I've sat next to them. They looked at me crazy, said something, and gotten up and left.
Whoa.
It is what it is. And I'm, as far as feeling like a victim and feeling bad for myself, it's not happening. They're not going to ruin my day. Thanks for the extra room. Thanks for scoot along. I do not care. I'm here to do my thing. So yeah, it's just the anti-blackness is going to be there. There's nothing we can do about it. The world's threatened. by us and through the media, through everything else, of course, is just we're going to be portrayed a certain way. Um, the thing I would tell you is just be free of that. That's the change from the West. That's Western thinking, and be done with that. You're going to hear racism. You're gonna catch racism in other countries where Caucasian features are celebrated and yours are really not. But they still respect the man, and we are considered very manly over there, very strong, and that's your in. You're different. You're exotic.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, bro. This is incredible intel so far. Um, and I like the way you have that mentality. Like, you may not like me, you may walk away when I sit next to you, and that's not going to ruin my day. There's been some times where Asian people have done some, messed up things to me in the UK in terms of the disrespect. When I sit next to them, walk away on the train, I'm thinking, what's going on here? But now that I'm older, I don't really care, man. I know many women all around the world check for me. And if you want an Asian chick, Japanese, although Japan, after that, the dude that's acting a fool out there, we need to have a deep conversation about the future of Japan because it is not a good look for brothers right now. But separate topic, separate topic. So
Understood.
thank you, bro, for breaking that down, bro. So where is the best place to date Taiwanese women? What city, what spots, in your opinion? Is it just Taipei or is it the whole of Taiwan?
I think it's all of Taiwan. Taipei is fast. It's that fast pace. Um, it's probably the last place you want to find something serious. Um, yes, Taiwanese women are down to have fun also. And like I said, the culture of getting on the apps, you can get on the apps today and finding some hookups. They are down. All right, so I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I keep it a band. So they're definitely down for some trouble for the night, and I mean it's just it is what it is. Outside of the probably on the outskirts, you probably find a little more slowed down. But yeah, I was in Taiwan. I can admit it. I was a single man at the time. I was looking for trouble myself, nothing serious. So I was trying to have a good time, enjoying the food, enjoying the women, watching women surf is always dope. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if you just want to experience Taiwan, just I think I would try Taipei first. Just check out the town, the city.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Let me read a couple of super chats. Shout out to Mr. Donovan Morrison for the $5 super chat. Donovan, thank you for the support. Much appreciated, man. That means a lot to me. I'm going to Singapore and Malaysia soon. I need to connect with you on IG. Please do send me a DM on IG ASAP. I will stop in Taiwan on the way back and Japan on the way too. Awesome, bro. Reach out to me on IG ASAP. Thank you very much for the support. Much
Singapore and
appreciated.
Malaysia. He's about to score big.
Oh, hold on. Are you telling me they're also checking for brothers in Singapore?
Yes, and we can have serious success. I mean, on the business side and relationship side. Yes, 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 yes,
Oh, business as well. Okay.
yes,
Double whammy. Incredible.
yes.
Okay.
IT stuff, man.
Yes. Very true. Very true. Smart man, Pooh. Brothers, put that consultation with me to get into IT. Shout out to Mr. Sam Combo for the $199 super chat. Appreciate you both for the support. Sam in the building. Do they use skin whitening cream at the time, Pooh?
Do we? Yeah, yeah. Of course. Yeah, they're really big into that. Of course, like I said, there's a beach culture out there too because it's a little island. So you get your little dark skinned Taiwanese girls, which I preferred.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you get the little tan lines, cute, and their little bikini bottoms is dope, man. It's quite an experience. But yeah, they're in that whitening, and I mean, all of Asia is. It's you can group them all together when it comes to that. They don't want to be dark at all.
Awesome. Thanks for that breakdown. And brothers, please feel free to send in more super chats. Like I told you, this is a channel that a lot of it's catered towards brothers. So my market audience, my niche is very, very small. So I need all the support I can get. So please support. That'd be greatly appreciated. And can someone please take the timestamps for this live stream for each question I take? That'd be great. Thank you very much. So next question for you, bro, is feminism. Is
Here
that
we
a
go.
problem out there in Taiwan?
No, not really. I mean, you can sense feminism there. You can sense feminism everywhere. No one's safe. But a man is respected out there. Your parents are respected. The roles are traditional, and that's expected. Hey, you pay. I'll take care of the house, and I take care of the kids. This is expected. So, in that type of culture, feminism is going to have a hard time winning. But there is that younger generation now that's they're in the Instagram, TikTok, and there's if you see you'll see a lot of women. They got the yoga pants on. They're posing. It's there, man, for the Instagram. Instagram photos everywhere. You're gonna see these women like Hot Emma from Taiwan. She's bad, man. She's bad, and I mean, that's all I can say about it. You have to check it out yourself. They're out there. It's no running from this, but it's going to be slowed down because their country doesn't play that. It's rooted in Confucianism, and Confucianism is about making the perfect man, the best man you can, being the best person you can. So they still value the family. It's a man, a woman. They come together, and they have a bond between families. They still do arranged marriages. Not a lot, but they'll families join together. They'll consult their child on who they think would be good for them. This still happens there. Very traditional still.
Awesome, fantastic, and shout out to the South Korean dudes that are pushing back against feminism right now in South Korea.
Oh yeah,
feminism
they're
is
fighting.
evil. They're fine, aren't they, bro? They're pushing hard against it. Are they winning, bro?
Yeah, they're going to win. Feminism there has no shot in South Korea. It's not happening. Not as long as a woman asks for a BMW before you can really even establish your career, and they're asking. And these working career women, career driven women, they will be left behind. So yeah, that's how you win.
Fantastic. Shout out to the dudes out there. So, next question for you, brother, is in terms of looks. Are Taiwanese women good looking? So let's break it down to two questions. Do they look good in the face, and what's their body types? So would you say, to me, I believe that Japanese women are the most good looking East Asian women in the whole of East Asia. Where do Taiwanese fit? Are they better than Japanese women? And what about their body types too? Break it down for us, bro.
I think they're pretty close to Japanese women. They're probably a little bit smaller in stature. But what you will find is women with more tans. It's just something I appreciate. Let's see. I like their faces just a little bit more. Because they get outside, they get, a lot of them get outside, they get their sun, they get that vitamin D, as we spoke about. There's more of a glow there than what you would get from like mainland China. Just like Okinawa, you get your really dark skinned girl, and you're like, man, where are you from? She's Japanese, but she's extremely dark skinned. She has that dark tan golden complexion that just glows. You can get that in Taiwan also, but you also get your women who are hiding from the sun and using an umbrella anytime the sun is out, even if it gets to only 78 degrees. You'll get that too. I liked how they look. Like overall, as far as Asia, they're probably not in my top 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let me drop that one. They're probably not in my top 5, and it's not a place I'm going. Ooh, I got to go back. Not at all. I had a good time. I made sure I had a good time because I had intent on what I was doing, what I was up to. But as far as you can find yourself a wife out there, and you can find a good life out there. Uh, but I mean, because I think it's maybe their connection to China. To me, I couldn't shake it. I know how China gets down I know how they treat us. I know how they would treat us, especially if they felt like they had the upper hand. So I was cognizant of that, and I just couldn't shake it as I was even like just trying to have fun and just trying to relax. I'll get maybe a look or two, and it'll be on my mind. And it's not like that so much in Japan. I didn't sense that as much. Japanese people tend to mind their business, and they come off to me as just a bit friendlier.
Amazing intel, bro. So the topic of okay, so they're not in your top 5 in terms of looks. That's fair enough, bro.
Yes.
But in terms of like, so in your opinion, bro, who is the best looking East Asian woman in your opinion?
Who? It depends on a lot of what you're looking for. So,
In terms of looks, just purely of
okay,
aesthetics.
I'll do it. Japan, prettier face, but, good, just great presentation. Then I'll say Korea, of course, because they also have pretty faces, but I think their overall is just they're more well rounded, and they're a vibe. Period. They're just a vibe. Then I have to go over to, although I guess you could link them up in there, but I like Okinawan women. It's just it's a different type of girl, different type of vibe, much more laid back, island type of girl. And then Vietnam. We haven't touched that one yet. I mean, I think you've touched it in prior videos, but it's like Vietnamese women are dope. And then I'll probably go over to Singapore.
Bro, you ain't tell me you dealt with Vietnamese and Singaporean women, bro. But we have to do streams on that in the future.
Yeah, I know. I know. I knew when I brought it up, I was like, this guy's going to say something. But yeah, because I was where I was at, I got to interact with all kinds of women from different places. Yeah, Filipino women are all right, but I just because Okinawa is a vacation spot in Asia, I got to interact with a lot of different types of women from different parts of Asia. I got very lucky in that sense until I ran into my wife. Of course, my wife was from Korea, so women trying to catch some sun and some rays, I'd bump into them from everywhere in Asia.
Wow, amazing, bro. So the streams on Vietnamese and Singapore, we got to get that done before you go to Korea, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Patreon as well, bro. I know you got some Patreon content for.
Yeah, I got some trouble. I got some trouble for you. Some heat. I got some heat for you.
Let's go. We'll talk after the stream, bro. So this is amazing intel so far, Pooh. So let me pin it back to the colorism issue here. So would you say that when it comes to black men, obviously black men, we come in different shades: dark skin, very very dark, medium brown, light skin, black. Do they treat all black men the same in terms of dating options, or do light-skinned black men have a better chance?
I would say a light-skinned black man would be more acceptable by their parents because skin color is such a big deal in Asia. And it seems like every country in Asia has this nationalist approach. I think Taiwanese people are a little bit cooler, a little more open, but it's there, you're going to get it everywhere. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you're going to face it in all the countries we consider great, to meet people and to find, feminine, fit women. It's a hurdle you're going to have to step over and not let it slow you down. It doesn't bother me at this point. I know it's coming. I know it's there, and I step over it without even looking.
Awesome. Thanks for that breakdown, Pooh. So next question for you, bro, is communication. Do they speak English? Is English enough to speak there? Or do we have to learn Mandarin?
It's probably good to learn some Mandarin. My mouth does not work with Mandarin at all. So any girl that was impatient with my Mandarin, I just sidestepped her, man. The girls I met, they all were moderately good in English, which is usually a bad sign, by the way. Usually a red flag, but they're moderately good in English. A little too well versed in my hip hop culture. When I say my hip hop culture, I mean, it was the first time it was an actual Taiwanese girl that put me on to MF Doom, and I was hooked ever since. She was like, "You don't know who MF Doom is? All right, let me play you something." So they know about us. We are studied. We are left out, but we are studied closely. I mean, I guess that's really all I have to say about that. I mean, the red flags are the usual red flags you see everywhere.
So too much English, too much hip hop love. Obviously, go into the clubs a lot. Any more red flags when it comes to Taiwanese women?
I hit the clubs hard, man. I hit the clubs pretty hard. They're really into what we're doing. And I don't mind it. I don't mind it so much, but when it comes to trying to stay out of trouble and find the right girl, like I said, at the time I was on my creep. I was looking for trouble, but I look at it as a man my age now with a family, and I think about other brothers out there and the women they need to stay away from. You might want to stay out of the clubs. You're not going to find your queen in there, bro. You're going to find trouble at the bar. It's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I love the club scene. I love how women looked in their fitted dresses, the spring dress, the summer dresses, the skirts. These women have beautiful, muscular, glass-looking legs. These women look good, man. Like I'm telling you right now, they don't play when they step out. It's not a game. They look great, and their teeth are straight also. So I didn't mind that at all. Yeah, yeah. That was one of my. It was like a kink for me in Japan. I was like, oh man, that woman's beautiful, and now I see the teeth, and because I was, my trade was in being a hygienist, I was like, pass. Just some women I could look past it, but yeah, these women overall are very beautiful, very beautiful. It's just that it's that old Chinese Mandarin culture. It's a bit of a sore spot, maybe because my first interactions with dealing with Chinese people.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. And brothers, another classic. Please support the channel. Please hit the super chats if you have any questions. Please support in general. Make sure you join that Patreon too for more intel, the IT mentorships, book your IT consultations with me on the calendar that I have. And of course, hit the PayPal to support the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you, brothers. So next question for you, brother, is what about other races of women there in Taiwan that are checking for brothers? Did you see any Japanese? Did you see any Afro Latinas there? Or is it strictly or just Taiwanese?
I saw Japanese, of course. It's another little vacation spot for them. I ran into some Koreans also out on the street. Russian women are everywhere. Russian women are everywhere, and they're the ones that's going to stop you on the street, really quick. I mean, no matter where you go, it's you'll see when you come to Korea, bro. You're going to run into Russian women. This is going to happen. They're going to stop you. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different types of women. Taiwanese women come in a lot of different shapes and sizes. It's not just flat, which is the stereotype. It's they come in different shapes and sizes. If you like your woman that has more of a toned look, like she hits the gym, there's more of those than I thought there would be. I was very shocked. I had my own biases in my mind, and it was wiped clean when I hit the beach. You got your Taiwanese women who are like really tatted up, but tatted up in their style of tattoos. So I consider it part of their culture. So I don't really consider that like a markdown. It's their thing. I prefer less, but it was definitely cool still. And they look good. They're extremely feminine. Of course, women from Asia, they're extremely feminine. And they're coached up to be by their mothers. They respect their fathers, and his authority, and they try to respect yours and let you lead. So yeah, it was a good experience.
Did you deal with any races of women out there in your personal experience, or just Taiwanese women?
No, just Taiwanese women. I like I said, I knew what I was after when I showed up. I wanted to experience it. Like I said, when I do something with intent. I'm here for this. I can talk to you, Becky, later on the plane. But right here, I'm looking for some Taiwanese women. I got to see what they're about so I can report back.
Hey, we got a sergeant. We got a sergeant in the building. Report back. Let's go. So I got a super chat here, bro. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $9.99 super chat. $9.99. Thank you, bro, for the support, Stupid Rams. I appreciate you a lot, brother. More on the Russian women. Are they wifeable? Their body counts. Will they come back to your country?
I meet a Russian woman in Asia. I'm probably gonna pass. To be honest, just because where I usually find them is in certain districts that you just don't. I mean, of course, there's great Russian women. There's Siberian women. There's Ukrainian and stuff like that. If that's what you're into, yeah, good for you. But in Asia, they're a lot of times they're looking for a man that can take care of them there, that's from that country. A lot of Russian women are with Korean men in Korea, and I saw a lot of Russian women with Japanese men in Japan. They are going to assimilate, and nobody can assimilate better than a woman can. She's going to play her role. She's going to do her part, and she's going to get what she wants. Me, for a Russian woman or a Russian woman in Asia, I mean, in these particular Asian countries, I'm probably passing on.
No, I definitely agree there. They're also working the sleazy nightlife area. I don't want to go into it, but
yeah, exactly. Just like a Filipina in Korea. You're like, what are you doing here? I work at a club. Pass.
You have to understand, in Asian culture, Asian men, they like that blue-eyed, blonde hair, pale skin, white type of chick. So she's either going to have a sugar daddy, and I'm going to do some exposing of Japan videos very soon, or she will be in the nightlife scene or doing some crazy stuff, keeping it PG, which involves box activity. I leave it as that.
A lot of activity, man.
So I'd be very careful with Russian women abroad. You got to go to Russia or go to Germany.
Yes.
You find Russians there, and they're pretty decent. Thank you, Stupid Rams. Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. So, next question for you, brother, is the topic of: did you experience jealousy against you when you were dealing with Taiwanese women from Taiwanese men?
Of course. I mean, that's the key thing. That's why they want us out, right? So there's jealousy, but it's usually disguised and like they're happy that you're there. is It works the same way in all the countries. You understand it's one giant pissing contest, and they don't want you there. They're curious of the nature of your relationship and how far it has gone. And you all of a sudden have someone draped over your shoulders, talking you to death and trying to figure out what is the relationship between you and this young lady that he feels like belongs to him or his people. And that I've dealt with that in all the countries, with the exception of Okinawa. But I knew it was there. Because usually it's very quiet. They're saying things to themselves. Suddenly, the person you're hanging out with a girl. She gets uncomfortable. They're talking trash. They're not. Of course, they hear the stories about it, so they're not going to. A lot of times, they're not going to openly challenge you. It's just going to be more like a passive aggressive, because they want to save face. They're not going to be outright. They're not going to be unless they're drunk. They'll come out and just say something and they'll be belligerent. But it's never happened to me. I've seen it happen to smaller brothers or brothers that look like they're harmless, appear to be harmless to an Asian person, which you can imagine how this brother would look. It's like,
Oh, damn, brothers, get in the gym. Get in the gym.
Yes,
ASAP.
please.
Very important. You're in the gym every day. You're in the gym most days a week. So you're in the gym, building that muscle weight, looking intimidating.
Yeah,
when you're
maximize.
a big guy, people won't test you. You may not know how to fight, but presence is very important. If you look strong, if you look big, people will keep away from you, man.
Yes.
Especially when you're abroad.
And Asian women they constantly talk about that. Even my wife's friends, they constantly talking about that. They even bring me up. Your husband, he has really muscular legs. Your husband has really big shoulders. My wife's like, chill, girl, chill. And they like that, and that's what their men have a problem with. These men are not born with this stuff. Okay, so and they can hit the gym as much as they want. It's so much they can do. It's all in the blood. So the dominating man, the strongest warrior back in the day usually ruled the village, and he got to be king. Nowadays that they discovered Africa, they changed the rules. They're like, let's make it the smartest man instead. But it's just if women treat you different when you are muscular, when you look healthy, when you're athletic, that's a better partner to pair with for protection, for mating, all that stuff.
Facts. And we are also the smartest brothers. We are also the smartest men as black men, but obviously due to racism and resources taken away from us, we're not able to realize our potential. But I guarantee, brothers, our time is coming very soon. We're gonna dominate, we're gonna run, and we're gonna rule. It's coming very soon. I'm telling you, we're gonna definitely dominate this world, man, Lord willing. So next question for you, brother, is the question of age gap, right? Can you be in your 40s or late 30s dating a 22-year-old, 21-year-old, 23-year-old Taiwanese chick?
Not a problem. I didn't have any issues with that. Let's see. I was in Taiwan. I was 31, and I didn't come across anybody over 25, bro. So, but like I said, I got intent when. Yeah, man. So, that's something that these women they're going to find the best. They're going to find their security in a man. So, yeah. So that's not something that's frowned upon. That's just more shaming from the West to put you in your place and scare you, punk you, really, into doing what they want you to do. I mean, they already don't want you over there, so it's like, oh, it's going to be colorism. Okay, now you're preying on weaker people. It's going to be something. These people in Asia, they don't even trip. They know what it is. They know what's up. So a woman wants to be taken care of, and there's no problem with that. If they do it, no one bats an eye. No one bats an eye. So we can do it too. And their men, I see them out there. They do their thing. They got their little, his 40-year-old man. He's got a little PYT, pretty young thing in the BMW. No one bats an eye.
Fantastic. Awesome, bro. Let me ask this, brother. Now, in terms of dealing with different women at once, having multiple Taiwanese girlfriends, and she knows about it, your main chick knows about it, is that acceptable? Or is that, oh, no, you're playing with fire there?
Let's see. Code word cheeks. Let's see. Asian women, they're pretty jealous, man. They want to be the one, although you might not be the one. Chances are you're not the one. But they're jealous. They're not going to play that game. And I had my little joint with me when I was in the club. The girl I met, young lady, and once we, maybe 30 minutes had gone by, she decided, hey, I like this one. I'm keeping this one. I couldn't move. I couldn't make any more moves. That my night was done. So she wasn't having it. And I was getting, you see how they check for you in Asia. You make that eye contact, they smile, and you're like, man, damn. Can I move around or just a little bit more? Let me make sure you're the number one pick. And it's not happening. The competition is probably a little more fierce over there because I think the ratio of men and women, it's more even instead of like an overwhelming number of women versus men.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Now, this is a two-part question. To meet respectable wife or woman, how do you go about it? Is this the libraries? Is it museums? Is it a park? And to meet women where you just want to have fun with, I'm guessing the club. So if you can just break down that two-part question. What's the best? Okay. How do you meet women that are respectable? And the other one, how do you meet women who are just for fun?
The rules are the same everywhere. You get what you pay for. So I went to different shopping areas. I went to the beach. The beach, it seems like people are more free-spirited. People who are in shape, they're going to the beach. They're going to get in their bikinis. So that's my thought process. Let me see what's out here. These women want to surf. These women, they're on the boards, paddling around, catching fish, even snorkeling, things like that. To me, that's a sign of what a good girl would want to do. She just wants to have fun with her friends. Or sometimes I've met women that are out there by themselves doing their thing. No phone in their hand, not taking pictures of themselves, like literally doing their own thing. And of course, you can find the little baddies at, and that's always going to be the club or somewhere in the food court of the mall, the bars. Yeah, you know the scene. And I've said this before on this channel. What gets on my nerves is the grabbing and constant reaching for this low-hanging fruit that these brothers do. I went with two brothers, and that's what they wanted. That was their thing. I wasn't ready to. I wanted to settle for the best. Yes, I had intentions going there, but I wanted to meet a cool girl so I could fly her out. She can visit me in Oakland. You know, I wanted to set something up. I want to set up a pipeline. Hey, I might come back through here. Now I didn't. It wasn't successful, but I ended up meeting really cool women that I stayed in contact, of course, until I met my wife, who cleaned house when we met. So yeah, it's the game is the same. The matrix is everywhere. You want to step back in the matrix? Go ahead, step back in that club. Step back in that club. You're going to get the matrix. So it is what it is.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Now, the topic of body count. You know, does the average Taiwanese chick have a high body count? Is it a very small percentage? Can we find a virgin woman out there in Taiwan from what you saw? Break it down for us, bro.
A virgin, I think, maybe a little more few and far between. That's the areas I went is like I said, it was Taiwan. So I was a little more, as far as that aspect, you're probably going to be disappointed. The world is changing, and Taiwan is not exempt from that. There's that application, fast pace. The cheeks are giving up quick, but I like quick, bro. You can get out there and wild out. And I don't know, is because I was different, is because I didn't get the touristy vibe, but you got to be careful with islands like that, like Okinawa, because people come and go. So the women could adapt and have the same attitude. Like, here you're here, and then you're gone. I'm not tripping. I'm having a good time. It's the last thing you want. I would like a more traditional Taiwanese girl, but unfortunately, there's something that comes with that. You have traditional parents, and your black face is the last face they want to see on their doorstep, unless you are clearly high value, because they'll put that green ahead of that black. So, okay, he can not only can he take care of our daughter, he can take care of us. And I would want to be associated with a person that is making money. So that's when they'll give you a pass from almost any parent. You can get a pass, but with the exception of that very high level of Taiwanese. There's a hierarchy. Asia has their classifications of their women. Some reason we keep getting these little piggies at the bottom, or these tatted up long nail freaks. You know what I'm talking about? Like I am a true fan of this passport bro movement. So I watch all your content. I watch other people's content. I'm not naming anybody, but I have not liked what I've seen. Because they say, hey, too many tattoos, hey, fingernails, fake eyelashes, and then they go to a particular country, and then that's what look at my woman, and they got the camera all in their woman's butt. I'm like, you sure that's your woman, bro? Like, that's how you treat your woman? We all get to look. And they're showing off, and this is what gets us in trouble. It makes us look like weirdos. So it's the same low hanging fruit. It's just an Asian Keisha.
Mine said Asian Keisha.
Yeah. So they get the women that the Asian men don't want. Like, thank God. Yeah, take that one. We didn't know what we were going to do with that one.
That's not a good look, bro. That is not a good look.
It's a bad look. Yeah, and that's like that was the majority of my friends. I was like, yo. No one's checking for that woman over there. You can't have a 5'2", 165-pound Asian woman. That's lopsided, literally. So you can't pass on that. No one's checking for her. No one wants that. Everyone knows what the model Asian woman, they want her to look like. Now, she doesn't have to be super skinny and scrawny, but she can at least be in shape. And this skip out on a girl that had too many servings of rice. So it's like they don't do that. So we don't do that. We don't do that. So I think it's just we keep that we keep that Western mentality. It gets on my nerves. That's my rant.
And I think I'll touch upon that later on in this stream. So
Yeah.
next question for you, bro, is are they wifeable? Okay, so would you say the average Taiwanese chick has a low body count, or it's dependent on the person and you have to do some serious vetting?
You still got to vet, and I'm afraid to say it. It looks like we're going to have to vet everywhere.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, bro.
This is how it's going to go, man. The Matrix is everywhere. There's no escaping the Matrix. You just gotta you better learn how to see past. You have to put on brand new eyes. You have to be awakened.
Facts. That's protecting your assets.
Mm-hmm.
That's just in case things go sideways with a foreign chick, you never know. Protecting yourself, hiding things away from her. I'm all in favor of that, and there'll be more content on that. Giving you brothers that kind of content as to protecting yourself, vetting foreign women, etc., etc. Because it's not a game out here, man. You worked hard. You're in IT. You're doing well, and you don't want no scraggle daggle chick to just tear you apart. God
Invest
forbid.
in yourself. Quit chasing so hard and quit grabbing these pigs, man.
So next question for you, brother, is are they wifeable, Taiwanese chicks, from what you saw? And if they are wifeable, tell me the best wifeable qualities.
I definitely have to give them the W there. Yeah, they're wifeable. With some vetting, they show very early signs of wanting to be the wife, if that she's that type of woman. Once again, I found myself getting my room clean and being catered to, and getting my door opened is always a shocker. She runs, takes off for the door. I'll open your door, sir. Yeah, I definitely love that. So these are good qualities. They're very much into their family. I definitely appreciate that quality, and because they want a traditional husband, they're a traditional wife. There's not a whole lot of trauma and what would be the good word for it? Craziness at home. I didn't see any man getting cussed out in public. I didn't see a lot of that. Now, there's not a whole lot of hand holding. That they're not traditional like that. That's never their thing. But I do like the factor where there's peace at home. Home is a certain way. I'll handle this part. Just play your role, and we can be in harmony like this. And I mean, you got to find a woman that she has to have that harmony in her before you meet her. I learned that the harmony has to be there. So when that's where the body count thing comes into play. She's had a man too long, or she's had too many men, and that type of life is dysfunctional for a woman. That life isn't meant for her. That's living like a man. Women shouldn't be in war either. Is there certain things mentally we can deal with? We're programmed, so she's not programmed to do that. She should find a mate, build a great life. She runs the house. It's nothing wrong with that. It should be that's a woman that you could pedestalize a woman. Hey, look at her. Look how she runs my house. Everything's run like a fine watch, and I can cherish this woman, and she can cherish me. It has to be harmony there. And I found that more in Asian women than anywhere else.
Wow. Amazing, bro. Amazing breakdown. So, I think the point where you mentioned about, the point of a woman needing a father in her life. So let me give you brothers a quick sneak peek about my trip in Japan so far, right? Came across a very beautiful Japanese woman, extraordinarily beautiful. I'm even surprised I even pulled her. So I'm doing my vetting. We go on a date, right? I'm asking about her family, and I ask her, okay, how are your parents? Oh, I don't live with my dad. I live with my mom. I cut her off. I completely cut her off. I'm at a point where if your dad isn't in your life, okay, I don't care whatever. If he's not in your life, I don't want to deal with you. I
Mm,
don't want you near me.
mm,
Right? We got to start being ruthless in this dating game. They're ruthless towards us. They want 6'5" guys. They want
mm.
gold chain, gold cheek, gold teeth. As soon as I heard that I live with my mom only and my dad isn't in my life, I cut her off. If your two parents are not living in the same roof, if your dad and mom are not sleeping on the same bed, right? Don't come near me. Keep away from me. You're a biohazard. I don't care
Mhm.
how beautiful you are. I don't want that trouble. Ain't that right, Pooh?
That is a sign of dysfunction. She grew up in some type of dysfunction, and you don't want, like I said, you want this woman to be in harmony with herself. You cannot have it. Can't be a rocky boat because she's going to rock your Zen time. She's going to mess things up, and there's nothing worse than running into a messed up woman.
Mm.
So she would destroy your life. Point blank period. She would destroy your whole life, your finances, your personal life, even your personal relationship with your close friends. I mean, she would destroy it all. You cannot have a dysfunctional woman. It's going to be rough because a lot of people in Asia, especially when they reach a certain age, their parents stop sleeping in the same bed. They look at each other like, oh, you're a relative. Yup. So that's gonna be a little difficult. But you want at least a pairing to be there. Hey, there's two parents that work together. They live together. I guess they don't have to love each other. Maybe it's off and on. They love each other sometimes, but they work together. There's some type of function, harmony.
Facts. Absolute facts. And another point for you, brothers, like if she's beautiful and she's over a certain age and not wifed up, keep away from her. Something is wrong with her. It's impossible for a beautiful Asian woman to be single in Asia and in the West. All the Asian women that I know, right, that are decent looking, they have great dating lives in the UK. I'm telling you, Asian women right now in the West, they are killing the dating game. It's too
Yeah,
easy for them.
they're winning.
Uh, they're winning. Every guy is after. I mean, we know the white boys love the Asian chicks, but now the Indian
Don't
guys
even get me
want them.
started, bro.
The black, the black men want them now. I mean, and then if I'm being honest with you, right, Asian women are literally probably number one in terms of desirability in dating right now in 2023. It might sound controversial, but they are doing that well in the UK, in America, and Canada. I don't know what's happened, but they have taken the top spot. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, truth hurts, man. So whoever hurts out there, it is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So yeah, Asian women, they're very feminine. Men still value that. They still value a woman's fitness. They still value. We are held to traditional standards, yet our women in the West are no longer being traditional.
Mm.
So something must be done. So yeah, so that's what you should look for is a traditional woman, regardless of what her race is or where she's from. And there's an abundance in Asia. So it's just it is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game, man. So yeah, uh, I definitely have to agree with that. And also when I mean clothes or no clothes, they're in shape,
Mm.
and everything's in its place. Like it's supposed, nothing drooping over. The bra strap's not stuck in some rolls. It looks like everything looks normal. No back fat going on. I can't stand that stuff. Like if you want me to be traditional, you want me to, if you're gonna hold me to this standard, there's nothing wrong with me asking for just a few things. Stay hot.
Facts. Facts. But the only thing that annoys me with Asian women is their dislike for black men in the West. Like the
Yes.
white boys have it so easy with them in the West. Date them, run through them. But these Asian chicks will not look at a black man twice. This could be the highest value black man of all time. The average Asian chick will pretend he don't even exist. That's how much they hate us in the West, man. I don't know why. It makes no sense. But if you want an Asian chick, brothers, you gotta go to Asia. You have to go
Yes.
to Japan, South Korea. Don't even the chicks that come to the West, eventually they're gonna be whitewashed. They want a white boy, right?
Well,
So
they
you,
are white.
mm,
They're as white as it gets.
mm,
In their program to we're kind of put against each other as we're in the West, we were brought over. We're not immigrants. They're immigrants. They're asked to come over, and Asians have been some type of barrier between us and white folks for a very long time, while being told that they're like a model minority, which is just a slight towards us. It's not. It has nothing to do with them. Although they get upset, it's really a slight towards us. It's just it's really a backhand compliment. They own things in our neighborhoods. It's just how it goes, and we've always been at odds since civil rights movement. We used to march together, and people act like they don't remember.
damn, damn, sad.
It is.
So next question for you, brother, is so I got a scenario here. Let's say a brother gets him a Taiwanese chick, right?
Mhm.
And he wants to bring her to America, and this is a traditional Taiwanese chick. Will she stay traditional, or will she assimilate in American culture and adopt feminism, adopt the man hating culture, adopt all this nonsense just in like a HOE,
Mhm.
or will she keep traditional? I want to know how strong-willed they are against external forces.
Well, like I said before, their culture is based in Confucianism, but women are very prone to changing their minds and their ideology through media. Media is really designed for them. Um, if I w- if I were to move my Taiwanese wife to America, I'm finding a Taiwanese neighborhood. uh, I want her rooted and comfortable being who and what she is. Um, of course, I'm going to Asia in a few weeks. There's no way in hell I'm coming back to America. It's not happening. But if I had no choice, that's what women, older women holding her accountable, keeping traditions, things of that nature. Um, I wouldn't throw her to the wolves out there. I guess you could say the hyenas, and let them have their way. Uh, there's, of course, you guys have seen on a video of me talking about my mother and her trying to corrupt my wife. Um, they're out there, and yeah, they're usually going to be close to you. They're going to know you well. I wouldn't leave my wife susceptible to that garbage, that ideology.
Mm, thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is are they conservative, Taiwanese women, or are they liberal?
No, they're going to be conservative, of course. I love Confucianism. I love their culture. I love how traditional they are. Most Asian countries aren't about, some of the liberal weirdness. I guess the best way to say it. They're more into tradition. Again, working hard, pulling yourself up, educating yourself, data, tech. You know where it's at. It's the future. So I think I look at them as more conservative. And just meeting older Taiwanese people and becoming friends with them. Definitely more traditional, very inquisitive, how their line of questioning, a little pushy, but conservative.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is did you deal with rich Taiwanese women? And do they like brothers, like the high value, wealthy Taiwanese chicks?
Yeah, I interacted with a few. I guess I was a great photo op for them. I was a photo op. I'm sure I made her Instagram pop. Other than that, that's not happening. You got to think about where that money comes from. It's probably old, and then her family's involved. Her marriage is probably going to be arranged. What you're going to find yourself in, even if you are a high value Black man, it's probably in your best interest to find someone who is a traditional middle class Taiwanese woman, someone who's not an elitist, because they have the tendency to be that way, especially when in the upper class hierarchy of their culture. It all works the same in all of Asia. Is this the upper class is so elite, and they're held in such high regard. It's like they're looking at everyone from a bird's eye view, and of course they're going to look down at us, but they're going to try. So I'm probably checking for a much more grounded woman, and I'll be honest with you. Any woman that I would choose, I want someone just a little more grounded. I don't need a little Asian rich girl. I see how they move. It's just it's more of an elitist culture. She can be as sweet as she wants. You would not be accepted. It's almost like the Black man, the Black woman is not accepted into the white family, and until the baby shows up, and they only accept the baby, not you. It's the same way in Asian society, but they're not going to let the wedding happen.
Damn. Thanks for your honesty. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Burak Tensuke Tamamaru Gad Israel for the $499 super chat. Thank you both for the support. It is much appreciated. Thank you. So I'm a man of martial arts. When it comes to getting a feminine woman, how likely am I to find that in a gym or taekwondo dojo in Taiwan?
That goes back to being physical, being physically strong, mentally sharp. Being what we are, a Ronin. We're not attached to anything, and it's attractive. That strong, stoic, but still gentle man, disciplined. They like that. They value that in Taiwan. They value that in Asia a lot. And to me, we are the poster child for that. I get along best with Black men. I had the best jokes. My hardest laugh is with my Black friends, people I get along with, my family. It's how it is. I feel like we epitomize being masculine, being smart, being witty, being sharp. When we're suited and ready to go and about our business, there's no one better.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, bro.
No problem.
So let me ask this, brother. My next question is, so what is their moral code? So I'm not sure if they're religious. I don't know what their religious is, but what makes them a moral bunch of people? Like if you're a Christian, you follow the Bible. If you're a Muslim, the Quran. What is their religion and what is their like moral code in Taiwan, the woman?
I came across Buddhism more than anything. And I don't think Buddhism is very, very strong. Like I said, it's Confucianism, and it's not really a religion. It's more like an ideology that came from Confucius. And I said before, it's like, it's it's creating a perfect man. It's being accountable for your actions. Yes, Asian people have this tendency, they give themselves room because they're all about saving face. But I have to give them this. They're definitely accountable for their actions. Is why you come across more Asian women that have a skill when you're interacting and talking and on the dating scene. Hey, what do you do? You can actually say, what do you do? Do you have a trade? This is actually a conversation that can be had. Besides, I don't care if you flip burgers, honestly. Do you do something? What's your, what do you specialize in? And so, it comes in, I think it's a part of their belief system. Hey, grow up, be a decent person, educate yourself, have high moral character, be sound in your morals. Don't steal. Protect your fellow countrymen. Look out for each other. The things that we should be doing. I value this. So that's why I like Asia so much, especially the countries that have Confucius in their principles and values in their culture. It's, like I said, it's not a religion; it's more of an ideology that they have. They value a single family unit. That's the backbone of their country or their government and how they run things. I value that. So,
Thank you, bro. Is social media a problem amongst Taiwanese women?
yes, I saw that a lot. Yeah, man. Taiwanese women, there's some of them that shouldn't have that much booty. And they got those special yoga pants. They walk around in that. So it leaves very little to the eye. I seen Taiwanese women on dates. They'll have a date with him. He's giving them flowers. He's giving them teddy bear. She's having him take the pictures. He's not in the picture.
Oh man,
that happens a lot in Korea too. Like, what an idiot! He's just taking pictures of her. She's not. He doesn't get to be a part of her story. He doesn't have to be claimed. He's just there to fund the adventure. Social media is a thing. The apps are popping in Taiwan. My I think it was Tinder I was using went wild the second I opened it up and stepped off the plane. It's if you're a young man looking for some trouble, not looking to get married, Asia is a spot. I still suggest you be careful. But yeah, social media is the wave. It's new ideals. It's the reason why places like China are trying to fight and regulate as much as they can It's, they don't want so much Western thinking to invade their culture. Their culture would be no more. So yeah, that's a real thing, man.
Damn, is that amongst the majority of the women, the social media problem, or a niche woman?
It's a niche. It's a part of the vetting. Hey, let me check out. Hey, you're on Instagram. Okay, let me see what you got on. Let me see what you're doing on Instagram. And what her Instagram is doing, what she's posting, how she's posting it will tell you plenty about her. I mean, I love social media because it tells you what someone truly believes. They'll give themselves away if you just sit back and chill. Don't say anything yet. So
Very, very true. So let me ask this, brother. So going on from there in regards to social media, if you were to tell a Taiwanese chick, hey, I'm really serious about you, but for it to go any further, can you delete your Instagram? Would that be a problem?
I've had this discussion with the Taiwanese woman. She seemed to not have a problem with it. And honestly, she kind of brought it to me first. She was a lot more serious about me than I was about her. And I guess the right woman, if she feels like, if she's on your, if she wants to get on your program, we talk about that. That's where you're going to have 10 toes down. I'm not playing. I don't fool around on social media like that. And this is how I feel about it. And this is why. And if you're not with, like, let's set the tone now. Okay. Let's set this tone. This is where I'm at before I end up liking you more. This is where I'm at. And you can take it or leave it. And if you leave it after I had fun, kick rocks.
Nice. Respect, bro. So, so obviously it's a case by case basis, but
Yeah.
based on their
Person to person.
mentality, based on the whole culture there, will the average woman listen and delete it, or will they push back? In your opinion?
You know what? Now, I bet you get some pushback. Women seem to love those little emojis too much now. I think women have a harder time walking away from that. I think no one goes harder on social media than they do in Asia. No one goes harder, and it makes me wonder just how serious we are taken by Asian people. I honestly, I say it. I think we're looked at as fun. A good time and experience. I did this once, girl. It was wild. I think we are a subject of conversation and a conquest. And I'm just keeping it funky with you. And I think that's a lot of it's all of Asia, because we've been marginalized to these things. You get plenty of play. You got plenty of play in Japan. You know this. Yep. But there's these women are sweethearts, but something got them to approach you. And it could be innocent. It doesn't have to be bad, but these are things they hear. I mean, if they don't hear anything about us, they're going to hear about how athletic, how strong, and the women know, or the women talk. They talk. We put it down in the bedroom.
Yeah.
They question they bother my wife. Women of all ages, constantly. Hey, what's it like being an American? Oh yeah, he's very friendly to me. He helps out in the house. And the girl, that's not what I'm talking about. Stop playing. You know what I'm talking about. How is it? They want to know. So I mean, it's another hurdle out there for us. I mean, it's the world has been working on our our image without us even being present. We have no
Damn.
say in this thing. The only thing we do is control ourselves, be disciplined, be sharp. It is what it is, man. This is how it is.
Damn. Well, thanks for that breakdown, bro. I got a super chat here. Shout
Yeah.
out to Mr. LP for the $10 super chat. LP, appreciate you, brother, for the $10 super chat. Brother Pooh, of those top 5 Asian women you ranked, how would you rate them in average in terms of loyalty? That's a great question, bro.
Mm. It's gonna be a tough one, man.
Hmm.
I have a lot of friends who are also married to Asian women because I met a lot of brothers along the way while traveling through Asia by being stationed in the military. You guys are not gonna like this answer.
No.
They have way too many options. All right. These women will cheat. The loyalty is tough. They'll stick with you. What they're not going to do is leave you for another man. That's not a good look. They're going to worry about the optics. But some of them, like I said, vetting is very important, and take your time with vetting, because all women are great when things are good. It's usually that breakdown when things aren't so good. Then you find out what you really got.
Mm.
Um, I've heard some horrible things in the last maybe 8 weeks when reconnecting with my friends. And the good thing is this: no one was Taiwanese. Bad thing: Filipino and Japanese women are out there. They're wilding out. They're in these streets. Um, I have a single friend who he's out he's doing the devil's work behind the scenes, man. And
Damn.
these women they have a significant other and even families. They got options, man. Vetting is so important. So don't give anyone a pass because they come from a culture like this or that. You still have to vet. You have some game yourself. I'm not talking about game as in your stupid pickup lines, but understand that to a woman this is a game, and she's going to play it to win. And what are you doing?
Damn. Do you know what? That reminds me on something on the Patreon. And I keep telling you, brothers, join the Patreon. You're missing out. A brother was saying that there was this Asian chick, right? I think Korean or Japanese. Can't
Mm.
remember. She was married to a Ghanaian or Nigerian dude. Okay.
Japanese, yeah, she was Japanese.
Yes. Was it you that said that, or was it someone else?
No, I was on that panel, man. I was on that panel.
Yeah, and she was creeping and cheating on him with another black dude. And that was when he was sleeping. So whenever he was sleeping, she would just walk out the house, go and get her brains blown out, right, by another
Mm-hmm.
black dude, come back, and he had no clue. I mean, brothers, you got to do some serious vetting, man. Like, protect yourself, because these Asian chicks, like you said, they have options. I'll be real with you. I think Asian women are the most desired women in the world right now in 2023.
Oh,
Asian
they're
women are more
A1.
desired. They are more desired than Latina women and white women. Many
Mm-hmm.
years ago, it was white women. It was a blonde hair, blue eyes. But because white women they've gone on that feminist deep end and they become unbearable, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them, a lot of dudes are
Mm-hmm.
gravitating towards Asian women. Asian women have a lot of options, a lot of options.
Yes,
That's why
they have their
you can
pick.
see, yeah, they have their pick, and you can see an average-looking Asian chick with the highest value man. They have their pick, and they will cheat. this is the dating game right now in 2023. It's the Wild West, man.
Yes, it is. You see Asian women, and it'll be like she brings nothing special to the table. Idris Elba, Korean woman. Wesley Snipes, Japanese woman. Nicolas Cage, regular Japanese woman. You know, like all these guys with these Asian women. I mean, they have no serious background themselves. They're not famous, you know, for anything except being married to that man, being, you know, attached to that man in some sort of way, being married to him. And they get them, man. They yes, I see a comment in the section in the comment section. They are winning and they know it. They know they got it.
Mm.
Yep, Dave Chappelle, you know, Filipina. It's just they're winning. These women are highly sought after.
Man, I know a way around it, but I don't want to give away the secrets. I think that you got to do certain spots, certain things. If you're serious by an Asian woman, you got to do certain things to lessen the chance. Nothing is perfect, nothing is foolproof. But if you do these things, you can lower the risk of her cheating. But if a woman's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat,
Oh
right?
yeah, can't
So
stop that.
all you can do is protect yourselves, and there'll be content coming as to how you protect how to protect yourself when you're working in IT, how to lie to your woman, how to hide certain things. I tell you, man, this is to protect the brothers. Woman, let me not get too deep into it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, LP. Shout out
Well,
to
a quick
go on, bro.
correction. That's Idris Elba's ex-wife was from Korea. My bad. Ex-wife.
What was it? Are you sure?
Yeah, he used to be married to a Korean woman. Yeah, I believe she was from Korea. His current wife
Oh,
is she's
Somali.
African.
Okay.
She's
I
dope
didn't
too.
know that. Why did they split up? What happened? Did she cheat?
I have no idea. I have to look into that. But I was surprised to see like, oh wow, like these Asian women they can pick them up, man. They can pick them up. You know, Wesley Snipes was famous at a time where uh you know it was almost it seemed like taboo to say why would I get with a woman that's going to give me a hard time when I ask her for simply just getting me a sandwich? Can I have a sandwich? And you know, he's getting a lot of kickback from her. Why would I want a woman like that? Was his argument against, you know, being with an Asian woman, being with a European woman versus a black woman. He said that in like the 90s, bro. Which is I mean, is he was breaking new ground at that time.
This is an amazing stream, man. I've got a couple more questions before I open up the line, but this is amazing, bro. Shout out to Mr. Intellect for the $5 super chat. Just joining in, I'll have to catch the replay, but showing my support. That's love right there. Look at that, man. Thank you very much for supporting the channel and the movement. Much appreciation to you, Intellect. Thank you very much, bro. Awesome. So, next question for you, brother, is: are Taiwanese women submissive and feminine? If so, tell us why. If not, tell us why.
Uh, Very feminine. It's just their nature. Um, it's just their nature. And I think it's a part of their duty to be to allow you to lead, to give you a chance to lead, to, you know, provide an environment where, you know, for you to lead. Even, you know, just a little light dating and running around. Uh, I saw that difference in them versus, you know, dating a woman on base, you know, American woman from base, which I guess I shouldn't be comparing them, but no one wants a military girl. But yeah, I would have to say that even because I've dated a few Chinese American women, and they were still more submissive than anybody else. I think it's just, you know, seeing their mother can cook, you know, she can burn in the kitchen. Father has his role. I think they just naturally settle into that. There's none of this, you know, not a lot of boss chick stuff. going on. Boss chicks are left behind. You want to be a boss chick, you pay the price. And it's not rewarded in Asia. It's not rewarded in Taiwan to be a boss chick. You're still by yourself, chick. You still got cats and dogs. Like is frowned upon. Where's your husband? Where's your kids? Oh, then where's your success? Where's your success in life? Because you can still be a boss chick and get passed around. You still fall for the stunts. You still fall for the crap. You're still out in the streets. I don't care how high up financially you rose. You're still going to you can still be passed around and be treated like nothing. Men don't care about that crap. You know that already. I could care less. I'll take a woman out of McDonald's, no problem. Especially a McDonald's in Asia. That's delicious. So I mean, it's just they value that. They value family. They value a lineage, and that's where their power is in being feminine. Their power is in raising their family, and having a healthy, large family, plenty of kids, plenty of grandkids, and on and on and on.
Wow, thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is the clubs and bar scene in Taiwan. So would you say that scene completely? Tell us how it is, what kind of music they play. Is it hip hop music? Is it electronic music? And would you say that scene is a scene where you just go there, meet a woman, take her back home, and that's it? And how do they treat you as a black man? Were you the only black man in the club? Were women gravitating towards you? Did you get a lot of looks? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, I definitely got a lot of looks. I bar hopped a little bit first, and my mistake. I'm naturally drawn to hearing. I hear some hip hop. I want to see what's going on. I hear some familiar music, something that makes I'm a little more comfortable with. Yes, there's a lot of the techno scene kind of weirds me out and how they dance. I don't want to see that crap. And the lights hurt my eyes. So I want to see what's going on in the hip hop club. I do the same thing in Itaewon, Korea. So yeah, I went and checked out the scene. They just without black people being there, you would think it's a black club. Most of the people in there, they'll take their shot at English. They're very happy, very welcoming when you walk in. It almost like certifies their club. See, black people are in here now. So this is where it's at. You're gonna find that chick. You're gonna find the tattoos, the nose rings, the nails, the eyelashes, even the little chubbies. They're looking for black men. As a matter of fact, that's the first place in Asia where I heard someone say, "I want to meet some." She said the N-word.
What? Oh,
yes.
Hold on, bro.
Yes.
You're telling me, wait, hold on, brother. You're telling me in the club in Taiwan, a Taiwanese chick came up to you and said, I want to meet the N-word. What?
She was not speaking to me. She said it to a friend, and it was so clear. I'm pretty sure she wanted me to hear it because us black guys, a lot of us, we hear that, we're like ding ding ding. Ooh, is that low hanging fruit? And she didn't know I just was not the type. I was not amused. I wasn't impressed. I told her not to say it again. I was like, hey, I don't play that. Don't say that again. I'm offended. Yes.
Whoa.
I turned around and I looked and I was like, I knew the chubby one said it. She was looking right at me. And I was like, yeah, you would be the one. Probably been, walked through by every, foreigner that came in. Get the most play, know all the music, probably knows how to whip up some collard greens at home. Nothing but Pookies. random random tattoos, looks like pick art on her arms, stuff like that. Just embarrassing. And this is I am a former Pookie, okay? Like I had my days where I was embarrassed, like, oh my God, bro. But I was young. Yeah, that I had my time. And then as I got older, I got more serious. Yes, she dropped the N word, and I've heard it there. I came back to Okinawa. I've heard it there. I've heard it in Korea. These are women that are looking for only black men. They're usually they're usually in the like a bad day, a depressing binge on ice cream away from being completely obese.
Brother, so wait, when you told her don't call me the N-word, what was her reaction? Did she apologize? What happened,
She
bro?
quickly apologized. She was very embarrassed. Where in the States you get some pushback. Someone will fight you on it. But she was very embarrassed. I just let her know, hey, I'm not the one. I'm not having it. Don't say that again. I'm glad you understand English. Now you understand me. Don't say it again.
Flipping heck.
I'm that is so unattractive. Like I don't care what race you are. Don't refer to me as that. You looking
Facts.
for what? Not over here. It's not
Yo,
happening.
that's crazy. I'm looking for N-words from an
Yes, I
Asian
am.
woman's mouth. That's crazy, bruv.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. I've heard that in a lot of Asian countries. There's girls that they unfortunately it's just how it is. The Pookies already came over. They're in the shadows.
Oh
They're
man.
in the shadows. They're outside of the fast food restaurants. They're outside of the clubs, and they're 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 picking up like bottom of the ninth. The club is closing now. Hurry, get your last bit of drinks. We're about to turn on the lights. Oh, there she is. That's my woman, right there.
Oh
Like,
man.
yeah,
And that's my problem with these Pookies just dropping the N-word. Like the recent situation in Japan, that
yes,
Somali dude calling Japanese people the N-word. We will do to you N-words. I'm like, what are you doing, bruv? Why are you dropping the N-words 10 times in literally 20 seconds? And it's just that these
yes,
dudes, right, they use the N-word amongst non-black people. I've been in situations when a black person is dropping the N-word around non-black people. I don't hang out
yeah,
with him anymore. It's just
no,
embarrassing, bruv. I don't know why that word has been so ingrained in black culture. It is a slur, bruv. Just because you change the A and the ER, it sounds the same. We are embarrassing ourselves by saying that word. It's
yeah,
not a good
yeah.
look, bruv. It's
And
not a
one
good
thing
look.
you don't say that, or I guess they say you don't say that around company. Okay, if you're going to say it, don't say it around company. And company is anyone outside of it. It doesn't have to be out. Well, number one, outside of your race, but just don't say it out in public, man. Like just drop it, bro. It does not make it. It does not help us at all. But it
I'm look
is highly promoted, just like degenerate behavior is highly promoted.
I'm looking for some N words. That's just my
Yes, she said
goodness.
that.
The audacity. I'm looking for some N words. That's some sort of thing you hear from in the Dave Chappelle show. If I'm keeping it real. Some Asian chicks dropping that on the Dave Chappelle TV show. I'm looking for some
Yeah,
N words.
it felt like I was in. It definitely felt like I was in a skit. But when you're near military bases, this is the woman you're going to find. You're gonna find some well fed, really well fed uh, Asian woman who's speaking in a code that she does not understand. It's based on music, NBA YoungBoy, something like that. And she doesn't know what she's talking about. She has this look. She's got cornrows. She's got the high. crazy neon green bodysuit with the black lipstick. I'm not kidding. And a panther on her back.
Yo, man. Oh my goodness. And I'll be honest with you, man. This is why I'm trying to lean away from hip hop clubs when I go abroad. I'd rather go to a different club where they're not playing rap music because, we all know for a fact that non-black people in the clubs are dropping the N-word, singing along to songs, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be around that, man.
Yeah.
I've even stopped going to rap concerts because I went to a rap concert 3 years back and I'm seeing these people of other races drop the N-word. I'm like, what's going on here, bruv? It's not a good look, man. It really isn't. It really frustrates me, man. That word has just gone out of control. I'm very disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed, man. Right, next question, and then we open up the phone lines, bro. Got a couple more questions, brother. Shout out to Mr. Tokyo64 in the building. Shout out to you, Tokyo, for the $199 super chat. Welcome back, Tokyo in the frame, the legend in the space. Thank you, Tokyo. Simps plus no wealth equals Asian woman cheating on you.
Pretty much, yeah. I give it to him. Yeah, definitely.
So, as a follow-up question, right? What do Asian women define as simping? Because I feel like Western women and Asian women see simping as two different things. So, a simp in Western women's eyes is someone that's too kind, too nice. But if you're too nice to an Asian chick, she'll like you even more. I also saw that in Japan. You open the doors for them, you compliment them, they like you more. But that would be simping in the West. So, what's a simp in the eyes of Asian women, brother?
Okay. I'll be honest, I don't think that exists in Asia. It's not the same. What we find to be simping in Western culture now used to be courtship in the West. So you'll still have those idiots who the food date guy. Let me take you out, begging. There's that. I have a few friends in Korea who's that guy who's like he's her shoulder to cry on. Oh, we're just friends. And he likes her, he loves her. All right. Mind you, he's first person she's rejecting. Last person she's answering the a text message or the phone. Last to call until she absolutely needs him. There's your simp. That's him. There's a lot of those in Asia, but I can say in Korea they're pretty ruthless. The men are pretty ruthless in Korea, and the men in Japan they simply have no time. They have no time for sipping. Work has to be done. Rent is expensive. Simping is not happening. If you don't like me, well, I guess I guess I'm moving on. I have a friend who he's into remote control RC cars, remote control cars. His fiance said, "Hey, choose one. Either you're gonna drop this hobby." You're going to drop this hobby, this expensive hobby you have of collecting these, or you lose me because I want a house. I want this type of car. I want this type of life. He didn't hesitate. You're out of here. I like RC cars. And he was like, he's over 40. He's older than me. And he's like, well, I guess I'm not having a family. He's laughing about it. I'm happy is what matters. I spend my money how I want to. I have no one telling me what to do. And I can live with that. My parents aren't happy about it. But if I happen to find someone later, later down the line, fine. But as of right now, I do remote control cars. I was like, man, I can't hate on that. That is not a simp. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought he would fall in the same, trap a lot of men do. He didn't go for it. She gave him an ultimatum, which is a red flag. Who loves you and gives you an ultimatum? So he didn't fall for it crap. He didn't fall for that crap. He was like, out of here. You lose the test. Surprise, I bet she was shocked. So I think Asia has their simps, and they usually you can see the girls hanging at the table eating their lunch, and then they got some idiot at another table sitting across from them and trying to get on the conversation. You see that, but I think courtship is still valued in Asia. I know it's a long answer, but courtship is still valued.
Thank you, bro. So next question for you, brother, is: are Taiwanese women materialistic?
From what I saw, no. Now, in the city, Asians they're natural hustlers, and they're not marrying down. They're not struggling. It's not happening. But materialistic, I didn't see a lot of that. I saw people who are more free, wanted to hang out. Let's do a picnic. We don't have to go to this expensive restaurant. Then again, I'm the type of guy. I stopped dropping money like on women like that a long time ago. It's been a while since I've gone past my $12.99 for Netflix a month, and so it's been a while. We can do something else. I can be creative. I can be slick, and I think they look for things that are more thoughtful. I think they value that, and I think that's a good first test. Let's see what type of woman I got here. Will she go for this?
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Next question for you, bro, is so the online dating scene, you said you mostly use Tinder there. So is Tinder the best app for brothers to use? And how do you communicate on Tinder? Like, do you go with a more flirtatious opening, or is it more toned down and you pick it up from there? Do you set up the meet very quickly? Just want to know how the online dating scene works there for brothers to make use of it. And can you find your wife on the online dating apps?
I have a few friends. They found their wife, but I also told you about some, what happened to some of them, majority of them. The online dating scene is really fast paced in Asia. Everyone's constantly on their phones. It's very effective. It depends on what you're looking for. Me personally, I'm not trying to look for my wife on there. And when it comes to checking for women and seeing if women are checking for me, I got down to business. I only had the weekend. So I was like, hey, I'm here. Ooh, you're cute. I'll say something like you're cute, or I'll send them a little something. Asian women, they dig the little emojis. I'll say something and I'll go from there. I got the weekend. I'm trying to move quick. What is there to do around here? Can you show me around? Something like that. Where are nice places to go, nice places to shop, nice places to eat. And we'll get started from there. And like I said, I have intention when I make my move. I don't plan on wasting my time at all. And it works. There's still, I guess, I'm still a gentleman. I'm still raised correctly, but it's best to get down to business. These women are also very shy. They can be very shy. So knowing that I try to be as interesting as I can. I speak simply. Sometimes they don't understand English as fast as I speak it. So I try to be cognizant of that. and I try to be fun and entertaining, and they love physical humor. They love goofiness, and it works like a charm every time. Asian women love laughing, and sometimes they laugh too hard. You can see all the fillings in the back of their teeth. But I like to, I like to make them laugh. Yeah, but I mean, these women are quiet until you make them laugh really hard, and then that's how you know you're getting somewhere. You're hitting home. So, I mean, that's just kind of how I play it.
Hey, this is some incredible information, bro. So you mentioned that you said that they're cute. So can you actually tell them they're good looking on the apps? Because obviously, if you do that in the West, right, women will call you creepy, don't match you. So you can tell a chick like, "Oh, you're pretty. You're actually quite pretty," and that's it. And she'll be like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, you know how that works. It depends on how you look. If you're not attractive to them, you're creepy. If they're interested, you're not so creepy. It depends on the receiver. So in most places, that the way I carry myself, I try to be confident. I try to be original. These, if an attractive woman is getting messages all day long, so you got to stand out. You got to be, you got to do things a certain way. You got to be outside the box. Not a whole lot of thought. Just do your thing, really, and be yourself. Be comfortable with yourself. So not a whole lot of games. I do my thing. I get in there. Hey, this is what I'm about. Like I said, I'm in Okinawa. I got the weekend. It's a short trip, and the tickets are cheap. So if this goes beyond the weekend, cool. But I mean, that's really. I mean, I hope I answered your question. I kind of went off, but I'm just remembering how my experiences there. It's almost like yesterday, and just how I play things well. Even as a young man, I play things well. It's all about getting out of that Western mentality. The Matrix, like I said, is everywhere. There's no leaving the Matrix. You gotta put the right eyes on.
Facts, bro. So next question for you, brother, is tell me the bad parts about Taiwanese women that you personally don't like.
Besides some that the flat out like the racism that you're going to come across. Besides that, I mean, they're cool. They're not. If you're not in my top 5, I really don't care about you. I'm okay. I'll even recommend to a friend, but I'm not going to recommend them first. I say, "Oh, go to Taiwan." It's not happening. These people, to me, they're Chinese. I know that they wouldn't want to hear that, but to me, they're Chinese. And my experience is, they're not first on my list, and some of them have this elitist mindset where they look down on you so much, and you see it in their eyes, how they speak to you, that it just changes. And I got it enough to where I was like, I'm ready to go back to Okinawa.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So you do feel like some of them are racist, and they show that in looking down on you, the way they speak to you, the way they look at you, the woman.
Yeah. So yeah, like everywhere you go, yes, they're gonna check for brothers, but yeah, they're gonna there's some women that look down on you too. It's just you got to figure out if you're being sexualized or if the interaction is authentic, if it's genuine. Very important. Have a little game about you. Take some time, ask the correct questions. Yes, it's an interview. You're damn right. But I mean, just be clever enough to make the experience positive so you can get the answers that you need.
Thank you, bro. This is amazing intel. Next question for you, brother, is the part of cold approaching. Did you cold approach Taiwanese women? Did you get cold approached by Taiwanese women? And if so, how do you cold approach out there? What do you say? How do you do it, brother?
Yeah, I cold approach. I mean, once again, I only had the weekend, so I was like, I knew I had to make, I had to move and shake to make the experience worth the $80, 80 or $60, something like that. So I cold approach. I was well received more than turned down. There was only maybe a time or two, probably just once, that I got the cold shoulder, like completely ignored. To the point where you're speaking to somebody, it's clear that you already made the eye contact, but they're like, ugh, no, thank you. And I, like I said, I just move on or whatever. You're lost. I was cold approached a lot, a whole lot, and I think that's what made the whole experience cool. That's why I can still say, hey, they are definitely checking for brothers, because of how many times I was approached. I was asked, hey, can you take a picture with me and my friends? And it's not just me just sitting in the picture with them. They're like, they want my arms around them. They want me picking them up. Things of that nature. So it kind of weirded me out, man. But especially on the beach, bro. So you picking up women in bikinis, it's a pretty dope experience. It's just something you don't get in the West, because you're weird if you're the guy all by himself at the beach chilling, looking at the girls. I was watching all the girls surf. They notice me. They're waving. I'm waving back, and they're like, "Hey, let's hang out. Hey, what's your name? Hey, do you have what's your what kind of apps do you have? Do you have Line? Do you have this? I know you've been working that Line, right? That Line app."
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
My man. Yeah. So, yeah. So I was working it, man. I was doing my thing, but yeah, they check for brothers. They check for brothers heavy. They check for brothers heavy everywhere. I've not failed anywhere. It's a mentality. It's in your head. It's a disposition. Are you worried about racism? Because who cares? It's there. It exists. Move on, man. So they're checking heavy for us. We are wanted, but it's just how we're wanted. Finding a wife may be more difficult in Asia. It's going to take a little more time, but once you find one, I believe honestly that it'd be well worth it. It's the juice would be worth the squeeze. Just take your time. You should be taking your time and working on yourself anyway. So you're not going to find your bride out the gate. I seriously doubt it. And I think a man of value wouldn't want to immediately. So I think he would want to have the experience and see the sights first and learn more about the culture before just diving into something.
So let me ask, brother, right? So when they asked you to pick them up, right? I'm guessing that's when you started playing your game. Like, hey, where you guys from? You want to show me around? I really like this country. Is that how you played it, bro?
Oh yeah. There's some I was like, they're shocked I could pick two up at a time. So I was showing off, man. I was flexing out there. I was sore at the end of the day, but I was strutting my stuff out there, bro. I was doing my thing. Yeah, it was more like, hey, what's your name? This is where I'm at. Yeah, don't worry, I'm close by. where to go. Hey, can you show me around? And I mean, exchanging numbers and apps and talking to each other. I was extremely busy, like all through the night. Even at the clubs, like trying to get other women, and I'm still texting women that I met in all these other places. You know what I'm saying? So the ones I met at the mall, in the store, ones I met on the beach. I cleaned house at the beach. So the sharks weren't, the sharks weren't biting. It was me. I was in there. I was doing my thing. So, yeah, I mean, they check heavy and have some type of charm, man. Just be comfortable in your own skin. Be a master of self. Master of self. I mean, that's what that is. Hey, he's cool with himself. He can be goofy. He can be fun with us. He's smiling. These are good things. And that's what they have to see in us, because the world keeps telling them something else about us. So when they see us like that, it's like their whole guard goes down. Oh my God, this guy is cool. And we are the definition of cool to everybody else. They don't want to admit it.
I'm telling you, man, our time is coming, man. When we get our money up, our influence, our power up, when we start building our countries, when we start flexing, it ain't gonna be any competition, man. We're gonna run stuff. I strongly believe that. Let's keep pushing with this IT stuff, brothers, man. Book your consultations with me. Yeah. I'm trying to build an army of brothers in IT, dominating the industry, networking with each other, helping each other out, building ourselves up. That's the only way we're going to rise, man. Dominating IT, a particular field, being passport bros, supporting each other, having a network. And that's why I'm building here for you brothers, man. So I'm going to need your support. It's very time consuming editing videos, doing these streams, doing the Patreon. You got to support, man. Once again, I'm only catering to brothers right now. So I've actually limited my market share towards brothers. So the brothers got to support me in droves, man. Right? I would probably be at 100K subscribers right now if I made it for everybody. But I know that we are at the strongest disadvantages, brothers. We didn't have into us how people treat us in different countries. And I built this platform to show you, listen, man, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you appreciate the work I've done over the past several years, man, you got to be supporting me every time, brothers. Join the Patreon, stay on the Patreon, hit the PayPal, hit the super chats, cop the merch. It's not an easy thing what I do, man. So please support. Thank you, brothers. So next question for you, Pooh, is how should men dress out there? Actually, on that note of cold approach, right? What would you say to a Taiwanese chick? Would you just straight up tell to her, hey, how you doing? You're beautiful? Or do you play the dumb foreigner as to, listen, I'm lost. Can you help me out? And then you start speaking with her. What was your words to initiate a cold approach?
I'm a little bit in between. Number one, I see people notice me. I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb. Then when I was out there, I was heavy into my Muay Thai and all my martial arts. So, anytime I could have a chance to take my shirt off, I was out there. I was oiled up. So I was trying to do my thing, man. So, that they noticed me quick off of that, but I would come up and I just try to be as friendly as possible. Because I'm very cognizant of how we're portrayed. So more of a gentle giant's approach. So I'm a little bit between like, hey, let me let my guard down. Hey, I need some help. Or hey, how are you? What's there to do here? What's this like? I inquire about their home. I just try to I already look a certain way. I have a certain look. So I'm trying to get their guard down to speak to me, to not be so shy. These women are very shy. So that's what it's all about. It's just a mixture of, hey, I'm a foreigner, give me some information. And before it's like, hey, you're cute. Hey, girl. Not so much of a caveman in Asia. you kind of know what you're dealing with. But when I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was in the club, hey, what up? You know, it was like that. Hey, or as a nod, tap on the shoulder. Hey, what's up? I saw you looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see you. I see you looking, and I see, you know, I know you're gonna look when I'm walking away. So that's, I mean, I got to experience both. You, a good woman, learn how to spark a conversation is best, and I usually use my humor.
Amazing, man. Hey, thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is how should men dress out there in Taiwan? Do we come through wearing gold teeth, gold chain, New York Jet snapback, Sean John jeans, Echo 3/4 pants, 4XL white tees, Timberland boots? Is that what we wear out there, brother, or do we wear something different?
Uh, you you get what you get what you attract. It's your fault. So I had my days. Like I said, I tank top. I was that guy. Tank top, shorts. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I had Timberlands on. I just keep it. I keep it a bit. I was that guy, man. I was like, what is he doing with Timberlands on the beach? But
What? Are you kidding me right now, bro? You wore Timber on the beach.
I was Mr. East Coast. Give me a break, man. I was doing that. I was doing that though. I chilled out though, because I had, you got to read the room sometimes. I was ready to do my own thing. I was on the hunt. I had to read the room. I slowed down. I said, okay, let me slow it down. Let me buy something from the store. Let me put on my, there's a few times I put on my Air Max. It was the middle of the summer, very hot place. So I started, looking for more like polo shirts. I wanted to dress a little bit nicer, but it was still very warm, and everyone was dressed in like, more like tank tops, the t-shirts and everything like that. So I still wanted to be comfortable. But yeah, when I started day one, I was like, hey, I'm in Taipei. Let me put these Timberlands on. Let me rock these real quick. I was in my own zone. I'm embarrassed now, but yeah, man, I was putting big footprints on the sand, man.
Hey, I can't believe that Pooh was a former Pookie. That just sounds shocking to me, bro.
Yeah, I was like that, man. It's a youthful mentality, but it gets you absolutely. You get those results too. You get tired. You grow up.
Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is were there any other cities in Taiwan that are also good for brothers, or is it just mostly Taipei? You gotta stay there.
I was mostly there. Because after visiting there that weekend, I kind of just saw a couple of girls on occasions from there. I was just the ticket was low. Anytime I saw that the ticket was low, I was like, hey, you want to come over for the weekend? So I was flying girls in. Yeah, I've heard about. There's some other cities, and I honestly forgot their names because I'm not. I wasn't. I lost interest in Taipei just because I was like, okay, I see what's going. I had when I arrived, I had no clue that was Mandarin was like a primary language. So the Mandarin, I think that kind of turned me off. I was like, because I was already in Japan, and the women are so different, and I was getting such a positive experience in Japan. I didn't want to deal with that. I just kind of, I wasn't as interested. I was way too busy in Okinawa. So, I mean, there you go.
When you say you were flying women in, were you paying for their flight to come and meet you, or?
Oh yeah, like I said, I would watch. What's that? It's like a sky scanner app. So anytime I saw that a ticket. I was a cheap pookie, man. So I saw the ticket was a certain price. Ding, 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 ding. You know, I was like, hey, I'll pay. I got you. Just come hang out with me. Hey, we have a beach here. We have, you want to surf, you want to do, whatever. Yeah, I was doing that, bro. I was balling. I was simping on a big budget, man, a serious budget.
Simping on a big budget.
Yeah, but I mean, they're with it because, I mean, they're grown. I mean, it wasn't in a situation where it was like, I'm gonna fly you here, and then nothing's gonna happen here. I knew what I was up to, and they knew what was up to. We were having a good time, and that was the type of girl I picked up. I mean, most of them were from the clubs. I clean house in the clubs, and then some of the beach also. So yeah, I mean, I was pookied up, bro. I was pookied up.
So next question for you, brother, is the ratio of women to men out there in Taiwan, was it more women than men from what you saw, more men than women, or 50-50?
It was definitely 50-50. And there were some areas I was like, what is going on? It's like it's a little sausage party going on. So I had to vacate. I had to vacate. I was like, yo, I'm out, man. Like, I can't be here. There was a club I went into. I was like, is it men coming in for free tonight? No, I'm out.
What? They said men coming in for free. And I don't think
that's
so.
What I thought. Yeah, I was like, what is
what's going on there? Pause. Men coming in for free?
Yeah, man. I was like, what's going on over here, man? Like, I didn't come over here for this. And that's where those areas where there's more men, that's where that's where I was getting the hate. That's where I knew something was up. I was like, okay, all of a sudden I have a pack of friends, and what they're not really friends, that is little ops making sure I don't get the Taiwanese girl that they would like. So I had a gang, a little gang behind me, walking from club to club. Hey, go here. Hey, come over here. So I mean, it still was a great experience, but yeah, it's 50-50, and in some areas you gotta be careful, man. It's just way, I can't call them competition, but there's just way too much of them going on. It's like, where are the women at?
Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother. So apart from the N-word you said towards you in the club, not towards you, but what the woman said, did you experience any more N-word use? Did you hear any more N-word use out there in Taiwan? And did you experience any sort of racism, direct racism at
all? Besides, there's that, and I think every country I've been in except for Japan, I've gotten the universal gorilla sign.
Huh?
Like beating your chest like
What?
King Kong. Yeah, I gotten that too. Yeah, buddy. But like I said, I expect it, and I know where it comes from. I know the root of it. I know the root of the hate, and I know what you're worried about.
Huh?
And yeah, so I saw it and laughed. As a matter of fact, in Asia, when I got that, and someone compared me to a gorilla, all I did was flex. Yeah, look at my chest. Yeah, my arms. Look at me. Yeah, there's some people that try to knock you down a few notches. The best way, a way to make people regret insulting you is to not even let it bother you at all, and let them see that they regret what they did. Like, I did not get to him. I did not hurt him at all. As a matter of fact, he turned it into something different. I flex. Yeah, I look like a gorilla. Oh, I must have muscles. I bet your girl likes it.
Oh, and was it mostly dudes?
It's always going to be guys. They're the most threatened. the bad news about us, about Black men, come from men in these countries. If you're going to experience racism, for the most part, it's going to be the men. They're the most. We're the Saiyans, man. We're most powerful. We haven't even hit our potential yet. We have no idea what we are, how great we are, because we've thought ourselves to be so low for so long.
Brother, so you're telling me, right? So do you mind explaining that situation? Was that when you were in the club and then the guy just came in front of you and started pumping his chest in front of you?
I was walking in because they have those areas where they have booths where you can try different food. It's like a street food.
Yeah.
And there's a group of Taiwanese men, and I see them. Everyone's looking at me, number one, and then they're pointing. I see them point, try to signal each other, like, look over there, look at him, and I'm watching them from my peripheral, and they're like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm like, yeah, ooh, ooh, that's right. Look at these arms. Yeah, and as soon as they started, I turned my attention to them to let them know I see you. You see the fear on their face. Like, you're threatened by me. This is why you got to insult me from you think secretly. So I turned it around. I show everybody, you're afraid of me. I know you are. You're threatened. You're scared I'm gonna take your girl, and she's never going to feel the same to you again. She won't. So I'm done with that negativity, man. No one's going to take me out of my cool character.
Hey, you're a strong man, bro. Salute to you, Pooh. 2 more questions, but I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Of course, you get some water as well, and then we'll carry on, bro. So any dangers to be aware of in Taiwan? Is it safe for Black men, or is there some dangers we have to be aware of in Taiwan?
Every country has a little hood. I didn't feel threatened at all. Not at one moment, not in that little group of guys. The scariest thing is us. It's almost like, this is like the most powerful man in the world having no idea that he's what he is. And so, it kind of changes your perspective on things. It's how they view you. It's fear. They don't understand you. They stink of fear. And they're not going to try you. That's going to be number one. That's going to be an international event, international issue. They know I'm American because of my clothes, so they're going to assume he's military. It's best we don't touch him. So it's not going to be any issue at all. I have just certain protections. So, but no, as far as crime, I didn't see a whole lot going on. There may have been some pickpockets. I saw like little kids getting chased by police, but nothing crazy. That's city stuff,
Thank you, bro. And last question is, so should brothers travel alone or in a group to Taiwan?
I do, like I said, I believe in being a Ronin. I believe in being by yourself. I think you should experience things alone. I think we need to learn how to be okay with being by ourselves. And just taking things in, taking in all the experiences without all the outside noise, without other influences. And learning to be okay being like a wanderer. Now, I talked to you about Miyamoto Musashi, the life of a wanderer, how to live as a wanderer, how to be okay with just being like living within yourself. It's a great way to just reflect, to think about your life, think about what you want to be creative. I think, of course, Japan was a very inspiring place. It gave me new ideas. It gave me new drive. It's best to be alone when you travel through Asia. I don't like the group thing because the optics. Oh my God, here they come. I just want to do my own thing.
Wow. Mr. Pooh, amazing, bro. Amazing. I'm going to read his super chats and then we'll open up the phone lines. Is that okay with you, bro?
Yeah, sounds good, bro.
How long do you have left? I'm obviously I want to work around your time, bro.
Man, we can give the people what they want. I'm here for it.
All right, awesome, bro. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. M6205 for the $499 super chat. I appreciate you, M6. It's just other brothers and white guys saying, oh, they don't like black men. If you know a Pookie, you should be fine. Be respectful, stoic, and kind. Thank you very much, Mr. Yu Hakusho profile picture. Much
Yes, dope.
appreciation. I used to love the anime back in the day, man. The ray gun, the whole
Oh
spirit
yeah,
aura stuff, man. That's a
90s
classic
anime.
right there. Nice anime, man. Classic. Same guy who did Hunter x Hunter, So
Yeah.
yeah,
His wife made
Sailor Moon.
well, you know your anime, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go, bro. Let's go, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, Mr. M6205. Shout out to Mr. Stupid Rams for the $499 super chat for the support. Look at that, man. Second time tonight or third time tonight he supported. Much appreciation, Stupid Rams, for the support. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much, brother. Shout out to Mr. Intellect for the second super chat from him tonight for the $10 super chat. Would I be too big for them? 6 foot, 109 kilograms. Are you kidding me, bro? Flipping heck. You're a big guy. Shoot. God damn. Built like a linebacker. I'm already in the gym improving, but I should wait until I'm much slimmer. 91 kg before I go. Bro,
Oof.
man, if you all you gotta do is get some muscles, man. You should stay where you are right now. No one will mess with you, bro. 109 kg.
Yeah, I mean
That's crazy.
talk about feeling safe in Asia. They don't want no smoke. I promise. Yeah. Okay. 240 pounds. I mean, 91 kilograms is a long way down. I'm 6 feet. I'm 215 right now. And it took me a while to get down to that. But man, I've heard Korean women talk about they want a big burly man. Hey, if I want a Westerner, I want a bear. They say I want a bear. So I mean, I don't know what they have in mind, but I mean you have no problem. Slimming down is always good, just because as you get older, the issues that could come later. You just want to be as healthy as possible.
Awesome. Thank you, bro, for the support intellect. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. LP for the $10 super chat for the ramen. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, LP. That means a lot to me. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Intellect again for the third or fourth super chat from Intellect. IP be killing me with that time traveler fashion description. Hey, but we have a brother on the panel that wore tin boots in the beach. That's something I've never heard of before, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
that is the most pookiest thing I've ever heard, bro.
Oh, I can't tell you though. I had a white tee, but I wrapped it around my head, man. I walked around like that. Yeah, man. I was on that stuff, man. And that's the type of girl I attracted, was a girl that was into that. She saw Pookie and she was like, I'm a Keisha. We belong together. Yeah, I let her learn the hard way, man. I learned the hard way.
Oh man, amazing classic live stream. All right, so let's open up the phone line. So brothers, once again, you want to make sure, if you want to get into IT, if you're serious about building your IT career, book a consultation with me on my calendar. I have slots open for this week and next week. If you're serious about IT, go on my calendar and book your slot. Join the Patreon again for more intel on foreign women, IT, traveling, etc., etc. You should be on the Patreon, brothers. What else do I have to say? Go on the merch website right now and get you your white hoodie. Everyone loves this hoodie. So I've literally got some more stock on the website. Go and get you your international passport hoodie or t-shirt. Is she checking for brothers? Our Japanese women checking for brothers? Go and get some IP merch, man. Let's make this IP movement truly more visible and global. Okay, and awesome. Shout out to Mr. Intellect for the $2 super chat. I am muscle. Just gotta lose my gut. I was 133 kg, bro.
Hey, those women are tripping over that gut, man. They'll rub your belly. Don't worry about that.
Damn. Keep the muscle, bro. Get more
keep that muscle
toned.
going, bro.
Just be as big as possible, and no one's gonna mess with you, bro. Wow, you're big enough to take on a 6'5" guy at least. I mean, you got the muscle. You're tall enough. That's good, bro. Just keep at it. Get toner, and be intimidating, man. No one's gonna mess with you. Okay, this is awesome. So, you want to get some water, Pooh? You've been speaking for a bit.
I'm ready, man. Let's go.
You good? Okay, so let's open up the phone line. So, all right, brothers, call in. If you have any questions, please call in. If you can't call in, you must hit the super chats or PayPal to call in. Okay, so call in right now. I'm gonna get some water. I'm super thirsty. I've been speaking for an hour, 2 hours straight. Let me get some water. Okay, so let me put myself on mute. Give me a minute. Okay, couple seconds. Thank you.
No problem, bro.
Thank you. Awesome. Chotomate, minasan. Konbawa. Let's go. Let me bring in the one and only, right? The greatest passport bro that's ever lived. Okay? And still alive, a living legend. Mr. Theo.
Oh, yes. What's up?
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
This was a good stream. I really liked it. It brought back a lot of memories of Taiwan, Taipei, and what you said about how they're basically Chinese. Yeah, I agree, and they get the superiority thing going on sometimes. I agree with you there, but I would look at them when they did that. And I was like, I can crush you like a grape. Like, really, like just get rid of it. Like you think, okay, why don't I just step back and allow China to come and take you guys over?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It'll just mean my new Mac will be about a year, like delayed because of the rebuild the chip factories. So I can wait a year and I can have it's fine. But you guys will all be speaking.
Yes, they will.
Yeah. So I didn't care. Just so you guys know, one of my good friends in university, he was 5'10". He was black. 5'10". He dated a Taiwanese girl, 5'11". So
wow.
she's really tall. They have 5 kids.
Oh,
wow.
And he's really happy with her. Like he's just totally happy. So they spend half the year in America, half the year in Taipei. Usually it's about 10 months in Taipei. So
awesome.
they're very happy. He's very happy, and she treats him really well. They're just a sweetheart. So I would say, yeah, I like what you're saying. It's actually extremely accurate. It's like pretty much what I thought as well about Taiwanese women. If you get a good one, it's gonna be amazing. But
Yeah.
it's really
Where
harder
do
to
they
get.
rank for you though, as far as in
No,
Asia?
you're correct. You're
Okay,
very, because they're under the Chinese umbrella.
Yes,
So for me, like Taipei was a place to go party. It was
exactly.
so for us for party. First place was like Roppongi Kabukicho,
Mm-hmm.
and the second place was Minami in Osaka, and then the third place was Taipei.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, and we go there and get wasted.
it's a cheap plane ticket, man. A cheap
Cheap
plane
plane
ticket.
ticket is fun, and the food is wild as long as you don't think about what you're eating. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've had some weird things on the street.
yeah, exactly. Because I mean, I would. Like, fortunately, I can read kanji, so when I would be going through there, I'm like, wait a minute, this is just an explanation of what I'm eating, as like kind of like descriptive. I don't know exactly what this is, so I would order it and be like, well, I didn't puke, so
Yeah.
I guess I
Just
went down.
experience.
Yeah, I hope it's okay. Um, Same thing in Hong Kong. So I would I think of all the Chinese, I would take Singapore and then Cantonese Chinese women first, and then after that Shanghai. But large speaking, because there's so many more Chinese men than Chinese women.
Yeah.
I usually just hands off with Chinese women, and I'm like, either you choose me, you like me, or I just leave you alone.
It creates there's a little. I've had a little more problems with the Chinese women, especially when you encounter Chinese men. So I just and it just wasn't worth the having issues.
Yeah, it
So
really wasn't. I agree. It really wasn't, and it wasn't like I flipped my mind out with them either. I mean, they're
not
fun,
at all.
but it wasn't like I'm spellbound by Korean women, or I entirely lost brain with Thai, or I'm with Filipina and I'm like, yep, yeah, let's put a ring on this or something like that, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're definitely they're cool women. And then I was very surprised, you know, of the different types of builds. I thought I looked at them all one way, and then I showed up, and I was like, it was, my first like 4 months in Asia, so my eyes are wide open. But I assumed one thing, and I showed up, and I was like, oh, some of them are thick, muscular, in tone. Yeah, a lot of them, on the beach, you can find them. So I spent most of my time stomping out the sand in my Timberlands. I'm embarrassed. Yeah. Hey, I got a picture of myself out there. I would never show you guys, man. I was a pookie, man, chain and all. Like, yeah.
Just so you guys know, in all my 16 years in Japan, I never had Timberlands. I never wore like just a white T-shirt as like I wore a T-shirt underneath my dress shirt for the sweat, but I never put one like a bandana or anything like that on my head. When you said that, I was like, "Oh no, that was the guy I walk away from."
Yeah. Oh yeah, like run away. I was going to embarrass you big time, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna embarrass me.
The Okinawan girls love me though. The young ones did.
Yeah, okay. But it's a good description though. I mean, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, I mean, I would just second what he's saying. There's some place to go to have some fun. They have decent alcohol there.
Yes,
and I like drinking it. The food outside was good. The ramen was good. I knocked those out with some beer, and then just keep on drinking. Yeah, normal Japanese thing like being your alcoholic. So just keep on drinking. But good country, clean, nice people.
Yeah.
They can be a little bit racist towards you, like we were saying.
I thought the Okinawans they were cooler. As far as looks, there was some weird similarities.
Of course, same island chain.
Yeah, so they're saying that I guess Okinawa was disputed at one point.
Yeah.
So I guess there could be a connection there.
Yeah, and then also Taiwan was annexed to Japan well before World War II, and like there's a lot of cultural, like what can I say, sharing between the two cultures. So the Japanese are basically like you can go and like Taiwanese can go to Japan without a visa.
Yeah, they say people get angry. I guess they're saying Taiwan was modernized by Japan, although I know I shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah,
because
but that's actually true. It actually was modernized, and
they get angry though.
Yeah, they get angry about it. But if you look at the factories that they had, especially after World War II, a lot of them that are still functioning into the 80s and 90s, like this country, they were built by Japan before World War II.
Right.
Yeah, so you got to give credit where credit is due.
They get extremely angry. My Korean professor went off when I said that.
Yeah, but you should say like, okay, like, so this was built by Japan by local slave labor. Yeah, that would be correct. So like, admit they're slaves. I mean, that's it was some horrible stuff, or there was a near partial genocide by the Japanese here. But we have
definitely got to be. So
yeah.
Let me do the super chat. Shout out to Mr. M6205 for the $199 super chat. Thank you, bro. Just for knowing about that Yu Hakusho hand symbol to sun to not sure what that is, but thank you, bro, for the support. If you can explain what those symbols are, that'd be great. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. So you were speaking about food, both of you. So I'm guessing they got some weird food out there in Taiwan. Like
it's different.
Be careful what you eat. So like
it's China. Any kind of real Chinese food, you need to be a little careful about what you're eating and have a very open mind.
Yeah, things look funny out there. I mean, I had a lot of things on a stick, and I was like, I'm not sure what I ate. But yeah.
Fortunately, a lot of animals taste like chicken.
Yeah.
So you're just eating it, and you're like, well, there's some sauce on it, and I'm not exactly tasting the meat. And
a lot of sauce, yeah.
I'm looking at the kanji, and it's saying something here. Maybe I don't want to exactly translate or know 100% what this is, so I'll just eat it. I didn't die, fine.
Yeah, lots of I use a lot of soy sauce, man. Come on, bring it on.
Yeah. A lot of rice on there. It was okay. Some noodles on there. I mean, I'm just saying this, IP. You got to be chill about it because it's usually somewhat exotic. That's why the Chinese food we have in the West. It's like Mickey Mouse, like Disneyland, McDonald's. It's so tame compared to real Chinese food.
Yep, I definitely agree with that.
Yep.
Thank you. I'll be on the lookout for those kind of exotic foods. Not my taste, so I'll be looking for chicken, lamb. Real black man food. Shout out to Mr. AD Quartz for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Another classic. Thank you, bro. Had fun visiting Taiwan. Now Nihon bound. Okay, awesome, bro. AD Quartz, reach out to me on IG as soon as possible. I want to know your experience in both Taiwan and, of course, Japan. Right now, Japan isn't looking too good, man. That dude, the Somali guy, he's going viral heavily in Japan. I'm disappointed. He set us back years. I'll be honest with you. He's an absolute D-bag.
Yeah, I think he got what he like. I'm surprised that his body was still there. So I was looking at the Japanese enforcers, and I was like, you guys are kind of soft today. So I just let it go. They shouldn't have made it into like that kind of spectacle. They should have just had him disappear.
They're usually not like that to where it's I mean, it was on social media. They usually don't work that way. I think they just want to set an example. But usually those guys they ride around with the imperial flag in a van blasting their music on speakers. You seen them?
Yes. we always said that all foreigners in Japan who are competent, they should carry wire cutters with them. So when those vans come around, they just go there and click off the speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something else. I guarantee that was the group that did that. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's you're accurate about that. But going back to the food, you could easily be eating like some sort of lizard, dolphin, horse.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's Chinese culture.
So when you say like, oh, dog, also cat. So when you say, for example, something exotic like lamb, well, that's safe. Like they import lamb anywhere from New Zealand and Australia. That's easy stuff. The stuff you could eat it if they tell you what it is. You're gonna be thinking in terms of good and evil, like ethics, whether or not you're supposed to be eating that. And then also various seafoods that you've never heard of before. You're like, you didn't even know that was an animal in the sea. So it's just best not to ask the question.
Yeah, they eat interesting, and I think they believe there's some type of medicinal factors. You know, they're very holistic when it comes to how they treat things. So especially the older demographic.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So I just kind of chill out with them. I'm like, okay, man, whatever. It's your culture. You guys have been here like 5,000-6,000 years. Like I get it. I'll chill with you.
Exactly. But
yeah,
it's a very good time. Very good time. I was a Pookie then, but I mean,
I was just saying, like when I was there myself, like I would go out and play basketball. They call me Shaq.
Yeah, I bet they called you Shaq.
Yeah, pretty big guys. So, I mean, I would be out there playing, and then they would just, there were some other Pookies there like you. I remember.
Just ruining things for everybody as I walk through.
Yeah. But at least we played basketball, and it was like kind of all good there.
Yeah.
So it was okay, fine. I didn't touch the women there when I was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like drinking or sitting there across or sitting there talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say, like, a lot of my passport friends. Okay, so a lot of my friends who are living in Japan, my Western friends, they go down to Taipei to smash, and they have all kinds of stories to tell me about it. So they have like big time side chicas who are Taiwanese.
Yeah, that's the first thing that piqued my interest at that time.
Yeah,
definitely.
That makes total sense. So I should probably drop. I broke my toe today.
Oh.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah, I decided to pull my body up in order to speak on this. I wanted to validate what gentleman here was saying because he did very well, very eloquent, and very accurate depiction of Taiwan. So I wanted to go ahead and say, yeah, this is true. But I dropped a Leico 45-pound plate on my toe.
Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, I have plates in my house. I have a home gym, so I'm glad I didn't break my foot, but just my toe. So. Yeah, I gotta go and elevate it. Anyway, again, guys, you guys are talking about like 100 pounds being big. That's because IP here can only eat ramen. So if you donate to him, he'll have a little bit extra money for food and protein, and then he can maybe gain some weight. So guys, give him, IP's worth it. Give him something here, man. Just doesn't have to be that much, but every little bit gets him a few extra calories.
Support.
Yeah, protein. He needs some. Yeah, he needs that protein, especially in the UK. The food there is horrible, so we got to help him out.
I definitely give you that.
Okay, guys. I'll be in bed watching this. So, great stream. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Nice talking to you always.
Yep.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, bro. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Justin Wilson for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the support, Justin. Much appreciation, brother. Check your PayPal. Okay, let me check it right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Underdog, right, for the £76.25 PayPal donation. Thank you, bro, for the support. Wow. Much appreciation, bro. Appreciate you for everything. Just got my first paycheck. Thank you, bro, for the support, man. That means a lot, man. He's in IT now. Congratulations, brother, for listening to my advice and getting into IT, your first IT job. very proud of this brother, Justin. He's been working hard over the past several months. Watching the channel, took my advice on board, and now he's killing it in IT now in his first IT job, bro. I wish you all the success in your IT career. You got a platform here of other brothers that are in IT or want to get into IT. So you have a home here, bro. You're a passport, bro, too. We all want to be we're all here to network with each other. Now you're an IT professional, bro. I am super proud of you, as someone that's mentored you, and it it just fills me with joy, bro. And it's only upwards for you, bro. So thank you, Justin, for the super chat, and thank you very much for the PayPal donation, Justin. That means a lot to me, bro. Much love to you, brother, and all the success and well wishes in your IT career, bro. You're now in IT. Go forth and thrive. Much appreciation, brother. Shout out to Mr. JM for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you, JM, for this support for the ramen fund. LOL. Look what you done for you, bro. Everyone now thinks I'm a ramen addict. I do like ramen, but I'm not addicted to it. Thank you very much, JM. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Internet for the $5 super chat. Wait, so Taiwan is the place to go smash and dash? Noted. Gonna book my ticket. You hear that, Pooh?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm all for it, man. Just keep your exploits to yourself. Move in silence.
Internet, let me know how that goes for you, brother. Reach out to me, bro, if you ever made that trip and how it goes. So would you say, Pooh, 50% of the women there are wife-able? The other 50% are for the streets.
Wifeable women. I can say there's probably more. I was just in a hot spot. I was in that area. You know, if you go to the main tourist area of these countries, you're just gonna find just a faster paced type of girl. I didn't take the time out, and I wasn't dressed for the occasion to really figure out the lay of the land until it was too late. Until I felt like I was, I had to, like I said, read the room and go, okay, like what am I doing here? Let me do things. Let me switch it up. Let me do it like this. But yeah, just you kind of you get what you get what you're gonna get what you attract. So that's what I did.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. So, any more callers? Any more questions for our guest? Now's the time. I'm all about quality. So if you have any questions about Taiwan, call in right now. As you can know, Taiwan is a very rare topic. It's the first Taiwan stream I've done ever. So not a lot of brothers go to these places, particularly Taiwan. So
yeah,
now's the time for a question, man. Call in or PayPal or super chat your question. If no one calls in the next 5 minutes, Pooh, we'll wrap it up, bro.
Yes,
10
sir.
minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Fantastic, brother. I want to say thank you very much, Pooh, for this great breakdown. And I'm going to speak to you later on in the week regarding Vietnam, Singapore, and Patreon. Okay, bro?
No problem. No problem. Hey, I have to say thank you because at this time we got a lot of brothers dropping out of the whole I don't want to be a passport. I don't want to be associated with passport bro anymore. Especially after building their audience off of it, and you stay true, and you're also very educational. You're about building men up, not just getting a bag. You're respectful when you interact with the people of these different countries. I can hear you smiling, and that's what it's supposed to be about, man. That's positive stuff. And I just appreciate that you're not here to just use and throw away. I hate that mentality. I just think you're helping brothers out, and that takes us a long way, man. I think you haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg yet. I think you have more to go.
Wow. Hey, thank you, Pete, for the kind words, bro. Thank you so much, brother. That means a lot to me, man. I'm gonna keep pushing, brother. I will keep on pushing. Thank you, Pete. Appreciate you,
No
bro.
problem, bro. No problem.
Fantastic, man. This is what it's all about, man. Helping each other out, elevating. Justin, one of my former mentees, now going off to do great things. I'm super happy, man. Super happy. And I'm gonna get more brothers into IT. I'm gonna get a lot more brothers into IT. I ain't gonna stop, man. We're up next. We're up next, Pooh.
It looks like Japan has treated you well, though. Is it everything I said it was?
It was everything you said it was, bro. Oh my goodness. Brother, the options. I mean, if you can't get a girlfriend in the first 2 months or a month, you're doing something extremely wrong.
It's like no wonder you're not doing well if you can't get a girlfriend there. I mean, gosh, man, I don't know what to do with you. I couldn't help you. I mean, if you are a nerd, there's a little something for everybody. And these women are just a joy to be around. Positive energy just oozing out of them. The smiling and the blushing and like so feminine, just soft. It should honestly make you feel more masculine.
Yes, bro. First day. Obviously, this isn't a Japan stream. I want to save it for my Japan stream, but I'll give you brothers a sneak peek, before the director's cut. So, first day, right? I'm on the train. I got my luggages next to me, and I look to I can see my peripheral. I think that's the corner of my eyes, right? Peripheral, right?
Right.
I see a Japanese chick. She's young, dressed in a business suit, looking at me and smiling. I look to my left. She's just smiling at me on her phone. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. It's a weird feeling. You'll never get used to it, but it's awesome to feel like to be appreciated.
Facts, absolute facts, man. Oh, brother, I got the game for you for Japan, man. It is man. I just hope that it's not ruined. It doesn't become ruined in the future, because it literally is everything Pooh said. It literally, what he said in the Patreon, what he said in the live stream, is everything he said. It is a different world out there. Oh, man,
It's just I get rid of those little weirdos, like the guy who's trying to make us look bad, and just looking at him, he doesn't. I mean, what a goofy guy. He's just goofy. I'm not sure where he's from, if he was actually American, but when I saw that close-up picture that you posted, I mean, you made him look even worse, bro. I mean, I laughed so hard. I was like, yeah, that's the type of guy that we need out of here.
Facts. And I think me as a brother criticizing him, because obviously a few Japanese people have seen my videos, you can see in the comment section. It just, it'll show them that not all black people agree with what he's doing. You got a black man like me calling out another black man for being a Pookie and a Ray Ray in Japan. And we're not going for that. So hopefully they take some solace from that and going forward, man, because it's not nice making fun of a nation's worst atrocities.
It's horrible.
And horrible. We didn't even do it. We as brothers didn't even do it. That's what makes it even worse. Now, if that was a white boy that was doing that, none of my business, right? But a brother doing that, it's not a good look, man.
No, it's not. 200,000 people.
Yeah, and they're still feeling from the effects.
Yes,
to this
yes.
day.
Some of them still got survivors out there.
Jeez. And obviously the whole mentality thing as well, as to just how it changed their culture, their future. How the US came in and changed the constitution, put military bases in their country.
Nearly divided them among the alliances. I mean, they could have been like North Korea and South Korea. I mean, ready to really split them in the pieces among the alliances. I mean, it really changed them, and they work so hard to get people to forget what they were, and to I guess that is their way of atoning for what happened. Because yes, there is a lot of things going on that were wrong, but I mean, I since then they've been nothing but just a great people, great to be around, respectful. I never had a problem with them. Great service in restaurants. Just a joy to be around, all of them.
Man, I never knew they could have been like, North Japan, South Japan. That would have been crazy, bro.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, they were going to tear that place apart.
What, the US or the Japan government?
All the alliances, Britain, they were going to split it all up. You know how we do. We invade.
Damn.
You know how we do.
Bruv, that would have been, can't imagine that being there, North Japan, South Japan, and then North Japan is like North Korea. That's like a pariah. And then South Japan is like South Korea. That would have been crazy, bro.
It just changed how Asia is. I mean, imagine how it would have affected Taiwan. So we wouldn't be talking about Taiwan the same way today. So, although Taiwan's out of my top 5, still I still as a cheap vacation, like a poor man's. I don't know what would be the top vacation spot, but that would be one I would visit. You can still have a good time, seeing beautiful sights, beautiful people. And just another culture, and actually feel like a Westerner. So still a place to go.
Awesome. Right, so let's wrap it up. So, Mr. Pooh, do you have any closing statements probably before I let you go?
I guess the same thing I'm always going to foot stomp on. Get out of your comfort zone and be aware that as far as your matrix, it is everywhere. It's in Asia. It's all around us, and just have a different set of eyes. Have some game about you. Don't be afraid to visit these places. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Visit alone, please, and please, number one, be respectful, please, of other people's culture, other people's country. You are a guest. And you should behave that way. You represent us, and I represent you. So.
Yes, indeed. Once again, I want to say a huge thank you to our guest, Mr. Pooh, for giving us this incredible breakdown about Taiwanese women in Taiwan. It's much appreciated, bro. If someone can please take some timestamps for each question I ask on each topic, that would be greatly appreciated. So please take some timestamps. Anyone that can volunteer for that and post in the comment section of the video, that would be great. A huge thank you to all those that have liked the video. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who hit the super chats and the PayPal. That was greatly appreciated. So once again, brothers, make sure you join that Patreon. There's a lot of information on there that will help you navigate the dating scene and other topics about IT. We got Theo there giving some financial gain for the brothers on the Patreon. And of course, if you want to get into IT, book your consultation with me on Calendly. Book your consultation. Thank you, Pooh. He's dropped off. Give me 1 second and let me know where's everyone listening in from. What country? What city? Okay, where you all listening in from? And then once again, if you want to come on the channel for an interview, send me a DM on Instagram. We'll get it set up, okay? We'll get it set up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, where's everyone listening in from? Here's my IG. Yeah, send me a DM, brothers. Okay? Now, let me know what city and country you're listening in from. JD, send me a DM on IG, bro. But he's in LA. That's awesome. No more parties in LA, please. No more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please, no more parties in LA. Please, no more parties in LA. If you know who I'm talking, if you know who sang that song, write it down in the comments. Goku, you're a joker, Goku. Where's everyone listening in from? And then we'll see how international this channel is. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to have a good night's sleep. Phoenix, Arizona, America. Awesome, bro. Nice one, JD. Where y'all listening in from, brothers, man? Anyone in the Middle East? Anyone in Africa? Anyone in Europe? In the Americas? We got over 70 people, man. Where y'all listening in from? Okay, let's see. We got brothers out there in Toronto, Canada, Seattle, Intellect. Seattle, you should be getting some playing Intellect. You should definitely be getting some play in Seattle. I know they're checking there from my intel. Cape Town, South Africa. My soul hurts, bro. Send me a DM on IG, bro. Please, please. We want to get a South African perspective on the channel from a South African man as to how things are for you. See, I want to get in more fantastic, man. Intellect, what the Asian chicks checking for you, bro? And my soul hurts, bro. We want to get the South African perspective as well. How are things there for you? What should Western men know? Black American men know? UK men know before coming down to South Africa and Canadian men too. So yeah, send me a DM, bro. This is awesome. This is awesome, man. Wow, great stream. Thank you, brothers, man. Thank you, Pooh. Shout out to you, Pooh, for coming through with a classic. DC in the house. Awesome. All right, brothers, I'm going to end it in a 5-minute mark. 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes, actually. 2 more minutes. Where y'all listening in from, brothers? All white, then Latina, then Asian are growing. Wow. 10 women I've dealt with were Asian or mixed with Asian. Is that Japanese Asian, I'm guessing? Korean Asian? That give you the most play, or the Filipina Asian, bro? Okay, thank you. My soul hurts. Just send me a DM on IG, bro. We'll get you on the channel in Taiwan and South Africa. We'll set that up in the future. One more minute, brothers. So here's my IG. Follow me on IG. Send me a DM on IG for you brothers. Here's a link to my Patreon. Join the Patreon. Okay. Here's a link to my Facebook group. Send your requests in the Facebook group. Okay. Here's a link to my PayPal. Please send some donations in the PayPal. That'd be greatly appreciated. Here's a link to my merch. Go and cop some merch, IP merch. Make sure you follow me on my new channel, International Passport Clips. Okay. And go and follow me on Twitter. Okay. And last but not least, book your IT consultations on my calendar. Okay. Awesome. So Pooh says, got to do the samurai shampoo intro for the videos. I wish I could, bro, but obviously YouTube copyright. That beat goes so hard, bro. Man, those were the days, bro. Now you make me go down to memory lane, bro. I used to bump the samurai shampoo soundtrack every day, bruv. Back in the day, man, I used to bump the soundtrack. Man, I miss those days, man. We're getting older. That's what I'm saying. Time waits for no man. So you have to do what you got to do right now, because before you know it, you blink your eyes, and 5 months have passed. You blink again, a year's passed. You blink again, 5 years, 10 years, and you're wondering, where did all that time go? Do it right now, brothers, man. Chase your dreams right now. Get into IT right now. Put the work in right now. Study hard right now, brothers. I know it's tiring. I know there's a lot of pain. I know you're thinking, I know you go through a lot, but do it right now, brothers. It's going to pay dividends later on. Time waits for no man. Nothing. But you can control your own life, your own destiny, by working hard now, pushing forward, believing in yourself. Like Pooh said, self-improvement. While you're in the West, improve in every aspect of your life. Hit the gym, study hard, stay focused. It's going to pay off, man. Trust the process. Trust the procedures. Press A1 in the chat if you feel inspired. Press A1 in the chat if you feel inspired, man. You got 1 more minute and I'm going to end the live stream. Awesome. Nice one, Finn. All right, brothers. All right. Since I want to be quiet, thank you again to our guests. Thank you to all those who supported the channel on the PayPal and the super chats who liked the video. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. I'm International Passport, and I'll see you brothers on my next video. Peace out, brothers.